frozen pond. The entire hockey world was rocked by the recent passing of Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau. With Columbus visiting DC tonight, we join public address announcer Wes Johnson for this moment of remembrance.
On August 29th, the hockey family tragically lost brothers Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau. We ask that you turn your attention to the video board as we honor their lives.
Today, we honor the memories of Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau. Whether it was on the ice or in the community, if you were fortunate enough to cross paths with the Gaudreau brothers, you were better for it. Johnny earned the nickname Johnny Hockey for his goals, assists, and electrifying rushes. But what truly made him special is how he touched people off the ice. As a friend, teammate, husband, father, and brother. Together, Johnny and Matthew shared a deep devotion to our game and to each other, as theirs was an inseparable bond as brothers, friends, and teammates. They proved time and again what matters most in the game of hockey and in life isn't measured by inches or pounds, but by character, heart, and passion.
At this time, if you are able, please stand for a 13-second moment of silence to honor Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau and the legacy of number 13. Thank you. And now, to perform tonight's national anthem, please welcome Sophia Parfomac.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Sophia Parfomac.
Nice job by Sophia. Locker, it's with a heavy heart that we react to seeing the players on ice, the coaches on the benches who remember Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau so fondly. When he was at the top of his game, Johnny was scintillating to watch.
Yeah, and that's why he got the nickname Johnny Hockey. I mean, talk about a player that was beloved around the NHL. In the locker room, I saw some eyes swelling up. Mine were for sure. A tragic loss this summer, and Columbus is trying to get over this right now.
So much emotion behind those visors, it'll take an awfully long time. We settle in for preseason game number 4 for Washington, number 3 for Columbus. On-ice officials Frederick Lecuyer, Liam Moskant, Derek Nansen, Julian Fournier are the linespersons. This game delayed some hour and a half plus due to the Blue Jackets having same-day travel issues out of the capital city of Ohio. Iorio fires and Tarasov makes the save to cover.
That's a real good save by Tarasov to start this hockey game. That was through a maze of legs and bodies. He's definitely will be one of the goaltenders to start the season for Columbus with Merzlikins, and Tarasov will mind the cage for Dean Evason's team. And that's a good start. The Caps want to jump on Columbus right off the get-go here. Get a good start with Columbus arriving at about 7:30. They want to get jump on them and get that early goal.
We just scrolled through the Washington Capitals forward lines and D pairings. Jacob Chikrin will send this back behind the cage. Taken on the run by Jordan Harris. Jordan comes to town for Columbus via the Patrick Laine deal to Montreal.
And that was a big deal overall there. Laine wanted out of Columbus. He got his wish, shipped off to Montreal, and they got a young defenseman that's only going to get better.
Great centering pass there, and Tarasov made a good save in time on a point-blank drive from Ethan Frank.
That's a good start for Ethan. You know, Ethan has gone through a couple of games with not getting a whole lot of looks. That is a 10-bell chance for Ethan Frank, and he is a goal scorer. That's what he does. There he gets the puck, tries to elevate. Give the goaltender credit here. Tarasov on top of his game. 2 big stops already. That one off the stick of Ethan Frank.
Daniil Tarasov covers a lot of the cage. He's 6'5". Mikhail Putia playing his 3rd straight preseason game for the Jackets, 82 in the white. There at the top of the forecheck, spinning Miroshnichenko down. Hunter McCown wears 41. Capitals will backtrack in their own zone. A feed for Milano ripped off. Kuhlman's from the bad angle. Corson Kuhlman's plays it up top. We're 90 seconds old in D.C. after about a 90-minute delay. Miroshnichenko spots Sonny Milano. He'll hoist one in. Milano's first 6 seasons in the NHL, part of the Columbus organization. Slot pass that ricochets wide of Tarasov. Taken to safety by Cameron Butler. Butler finds McCown. He's ripped off. Blindside takeaway check. Andrew Crystal, the 19-year-old, sent that one wide.
That was a good lift check there by Andrew Crystal, reading where that puck was going to go to the defenseman. Ripped him off nicely with his quick burst of speed.
Mike Scarbosa, one of the center icemen, dressed this evening by head coach Spencer Carberry. With that mention, we alert you to Connor McMichael playing a centering position tonight. Spencer said he wanted to just make sure that the idea of playing center for McMichael was still fresh in his mind. He's been a wing from the very outset of training camp, and we're now, some 8-9 days into it.
It really shows his versatility. Connor can play just about every position, right? He can play both sides. He can play center. Center will get his legs going because between the dots, you have a little more open space to roam.
Sillinger fires. Lindgren there at the end of the line to boot that one away as Alex Ovechkin puts it back onto the Columbus side of center. Hoisted on in by Jordan Harris. This is an icing call against Columbus. Craig on the Toyota Star track. The netminders are the focus.
Yep, it's the big fella, 6'5". Daniil Tarasov getting the nod. He had 8 wins last year and a pretty tidy save percentage. Charlie Lindgren, 50 games played, 48 of them starts. He got 25 wins, well above his career high of 13.
That's Craig Laughlin. I'm Joe Beninati. Al Koken is your rinkside reporter. Preseason action on Monumental Sports Network this Friday night. Washington 1-2 in the preseason. Columbus 1-1. This is game 3 of 7 preseason dress rehearsals for the Blue Jackets. They'll play host to Washington at the beginning of the week ahead. Alex Ovechkin trundles this through center for Mangiapane, lassoed by Harris. 3.5 minutes into the contest. Sillinger, a long stretch. That one gets away from its intended target, Dylan Gambrell. A feed for Frank, taken away, but at the line, this is offside on the entry against the Blue Jackets and Gavin Brindley.
Yeah, Gavin Brindley, he got in there and snuck the Caps on that pickup there. He's 5'9", 170, pretty quick, Joe. He can really get in there the way he can skate. He's one of those guys, again, that played in the collegiate ranks and does very well.
Blue Jackets, of course, based in Columbus, Ohio, where the Buckeyes reign supreme. They have to have a tough time getting their arms around Guys who played collegiately at Michigan.
Yeah.
But that they will have to do, especially there, 19 in the white. Adam Fantilli, another terrific former Wolverine. Blasting his way through center, Fantilli to the outside. Ethan Bear waiting for Washington. Bear has had a healthy dose of preseason action. Using the woodwork, trying to play clear. Kept at point position by Cole Clayton, but not for long, as Jacob Vrana strides after James Malatesta through neutral ice. Brindley on the feed with Fantilli. Brindley to the outside. Whoa, Ram's shoulder first to the boards there, as Ivan Miroshnichenko spots Milano through center. Just shy of the 5-minute mark. Long-range wrister, no worries for Lindgren. He has it in the glove off the hockey stick of Putia.
That's why you gave that glove a name last year, right?
The Outlaw. The nickname for the glove is Josie.
Yep, it really goes to work, I'll tell you that. You know, there were 6 righties in the NHL last year, and the Caps have 2 of them now with Lindgren and Thompson.
How good was Logan Thompson the other night? 25 saves against the Devils. Practically stole that hockey game. He was the #1 star at Prudential Center.
And if you're wondering about the other 4 righties, Askarov, Francouz, Velmelka, and Cal Peterson minded the cage for teams last season.
Charlie Lindgren, 30 years of age, Minnesota native, drinking this one in, his first preseason action. We've seen the Caps use now 4 different goalies in camp. This is the end of a busy, busy stretch for Washington. So unusual in preseason and in training camp to play 4 preseason games in 6 days.
Yeah, but then they get a lot of time off too, right? I mean, the opening night is until 15 days from now. So they've got some time lag to reset, get their lines together, get their D pairings, decide on who's going to make the roster this season.
And all that's left in preseason, the Monday tilt at Nationwide, and then October 5 back here against the Bruins, and then it's a full week to wait for the season opener, and the Caps beginning their 50th anniversary season. Olivier, a very hard-nosed customer, working after Pierre Dubé. Moving down the dash here, Andrew Crystal on that cross-corner dump-in. Tarasov watching it to the trapezoid. Deep slot, Dubé had that one deflect off a defender and wide. Dubé's pass picked there. In transition, Cameron Butler was in good shape as Harris rolls it along. Vic Smolanski looking back to point position. Clayton sets it up straight away for Harris. Clayton lets it fly through the screen that hit cross traffic as it's dumped back into the Blue Jackets' end.
Yeah, the Caps getting some quality opportunities on turnovers, on plays right in front of their goalie, Tarasov. They've turned the puck over 3 times now. That one, a good opportunity for Dubé. Unfortunately, it hit Curtis Hall on the way to the net.
Strome ahead, feeding to Mangiapane. Give and go, Mangiapane gets it back from a bad angle. Jiricek was waiting for him, the 20-year-old native of the Czech Republic. Ethan Bear winds and fires. He blistered it wide. It gets trapped on the netting there by Tarasov, and he'll squeeze. TV timeout for us, 6 minutes and 32 seconds in. The captain teaming up with Ethan Bear here in DC.
Nissan is offering 6 2024 models starting under $30K, like the Sentra, the Rogue, and the Leaf. All with available Safety Shield 360. Visit your local Nissan dealer today.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like taking marinated oven-roasted chicken and tossing it in our hot lemon pepper sauce. Or how we hand toss our fresh, never frozen signature dough made from 6 simple ingredients. And now our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Get 2 or more Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Order now on the app.
I love seeing buildings just come up out of the ground.
De eso uno se siente orgulloso realmente, de poder desempeñar un trabajo que a veces personas creen que uno no lo puede desempeñar y si lo desempeña.
When I'm driving around the city and see a building that I've helped build, I have such pride in what I do.
Para mí es un orgullo trabajar para Clark.
I can't think of anything else I'd rather do.
For more information about construction careers at Clark, go to monumentalsportsnetwork.com/honoringthecraft.
Nissan is offering 6 2024 models starting under $30K, like the Sentra, the Rogue, and the Leaf. All with available Safety Shield 360. Visit your local Nissan dealer today.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
No score between the Capitals and Blue Jackets here in preseason game number 4. As Joe mentioned, Connor McMichael playing center tonight, even though he's played wing all throughout this training camp and has earned the praise of his head coach, Spencer Carberry, saying he's done such a great job there. But in addition to what Joe said about keeping him fresh in case they need him at center, Spencer also wanted to give his wingers who may be trying to make this roster tonight, Ethan Frank and Jacob Verana, a true NHL quality center to work with. And guys, it was that Frank Verana and McMichael line that got the best opportunity so far in this game for the Capitals.
Very true, Al. 76 in the red out there for Washington is Nick Lieberman, making his Caps preseason debut for this campaign. A wrister that's blocked by Voronkov.
Yeah, those couple of wingers playing with Connor, there's probably about...
Ovechkin fires and scores.
Not a whole lot of celebrations for Ovi. That one comes right out to him, and he's flat-footed and still rips it top corner. The curve on the toe of his blade grabs that puck and puts it under the bar over Tarasov's left shoulder. This is incredible. Watch what happens. Good F1 in on the man. Turnover down low. Rip off, and look at Ovi just put it
for this
top
campaign,
corner.
A wrister that's blocked by Voronkov.
Mangiapane, a very good forecheck down low, rips off the defender and puts it right on Ovi's stick. Top corner piping in on a bad turnover.
6:58, the time of the tally for Alex Ovechkin, who had an assist in the win against New Jersey back on Wednesday.
That was good pressure by Mangiapane on Dylan Gambrell, helping out the defenseman as a forward on that line, but he got that puck ripped off of him on the quickness of Mangiapane.
Lindgren feeds for Vinny Iorio, 2 in the red for Washington tonight. Lindgren will try it again around the dasher, collected by Corson Kuhlmans. As he made his way to the cage, that pass was picked off and played clear by Ethan Frank. Dean Evason, the new head coach for the Columbus Blue Jackets, changing up on the fly. Ditto for Spencer Carberry.
Verdino, a former Washington Capital, who's a line mate of mine. The last 5 with the Wild. And the thing about Dean, he's very demanding. He's a tough-nosed coach that wants the guys to play hard every game. He said when he came in, guys, it's a clean slate. I don't know a whole lot about everybody, but it's a clean slate to make this hockey team.
That point position working down off the wing. Clayton, Cole Clayton that is, who played in the Western Hockey League with Medicine Hat in the junior ranks. Olivier hits the brakes against Iorio. Vinny ties him up. This will bounce loose, and Miroshnichenko charges through center. Makes an alleyway for himself down the wing and fires. Tarasov rejected it with a blocker. Chychrun hums one right on, and Tarasov saw it all the way.
I like Miro's game. I loved it in Boston. A lot of good scoring opportunities, a heavy hit, being involved. That was an inside-outside move at center. And it just shows you the power and strength when Miro gets his legs going, creating that shot on net.
Veteran blue liner Jack Johnson's in the Columbus lineup, 3 in the whites. Working in back with David Jiricek.
He's going to be a good leader for their young defensive core and a lot of their young players. I mean, he's playing in his 19th year. I mean, he's an incredible player. He always works extremely hard. He's big, he's got size, but I think it's the leadership that he will bring to this group.
The Caps didn't see the majority of the NHL Devils defense on Wednesday. Same could be said for tonight, as Crystal takes the puck for a ride, feeds it on top for Bear. Bear working on the perimeter. Skarbosa sends it down low. There's no Severson, there's no Werenski, there's no Provorov, nor Gabranson in the Columbus lineup tonight. Lieberman fires that one wide of a screen. Tarasov. Sillinger didn't get it out. Tarasov made a shoulder save. Backhand chance for Crystal, and that was turned away.
That's an excellent backhand considering he's moving towards the point when he shot that puck. Crystal's look sharp to start this hockey game.
Bear deadens it. Dubé comes cross ice, Lieberman. High slot area, Ovechkin had it taken away by Sillinger, who at the age of 21 has played over 200 NHL games. Let that sink in.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's going to be like his dad. I mean, he played a ton of games. 12th overall with Sillinger in 2021. Last year, 13 goals, 32 points for the youngster.
Dad Mike did play 17 NHL seasons. Fantilli getting low, put the lift check on Ovechkin. Comes away with the puck as we've crossed the midway mark of the opening period. An Ovechkin goal giving the Caps the lead. And then Columbus strikes.
That was a good attack, and Fantilli puts it far side. Blocker on Charlie Lindgren to tie up the game. But it all starts with speed in the neutral zone. Fantilli can absolutely fly. He gets the puck in stride and shoots immediately. There was no stutter step or anything. Here they come across, close to offsides, by the way. And there's that Fantilli shot far side. Very close to being offsides on the entry. One more look there. That crisscross could have been close there. And it's a nice pass coming across the seam from Voronkov that sets him in.
Gambrell was the winger who was tiptoeing on that blue line. We are 1-1. Fantilli at 10:47. McMichael deals it down low. Fantilli there first. McMichael crossing over to keep it alive, and Fantilli will launch this out of play for the whistle.
He was fantastic last year, 12 goals, 27 points in very few games, but then he had that calf laceration that kept him out.
Alex Ovechkin first on the board. Fantilli would follow. It's 1-1 in the nation's capital.
Tacoma has a dominant legacy as America's favorite small pickup for almost 2 decades. Known for reliability and capability. Now buy a Tacoma with low 4.99 APR or lease an SR for $279 a month. This is my legacy. Toyota, let's go places.
With investing options from Navy Federal Credit Union, Rob feels financially at ease, which means he can worry about other things like landing this fish. What if the fish is really big? What if it's not a fish? What if it's treasure? What if the treasure is cursed? Rob has a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, his finances aren't one of them. Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Every line on a Mercedes-Benz can be traced back to the original. And for a family business like Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, you can now trace our line back for 4 generations. As we welcome them, we'd also like to welcome the EQ line of electric vehicles. That includes sedans, SUVs, and AMG models. Get yours at Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, family owned and operated for 85 years.
Caps and Blue Jackets tied at 1. Mitch, we know the unexpected always happens in the preseason. Did you guys have any problems getting everybody ready for that after that hour-and-a-half delay?
No, the gulp was on, so I think the guys took advantage of watching a little bit of that and whatnot. And our guys, they stay focused. They kept themselves busy. It's one of those circumstances that's going to happen, especially when teams are traveling day of the game in the preseason. It's unfortunate, but we're here and been off to a good start so far.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watching the President's Cup, originating in Montreal, USA against the Internationals. Just jumping on board with us this Friday night, Ovechkin and Fantilli have exchanged markers in this 1-1 game. These two Metro Division rivals will see each other 4 times during the regular season. Jacob Chychrun sent this one towards the cage. A radical redirection there that bounced wide of Tarasov. Off the cycle, Vrana knocked down. Putia has it. Mikhail Putia spins it for Olivier. 3-on-2 quick developing, shut down by Carlson. Locker, how'd you like Chychrun and Carlson together the other night?
I loved them. I think they're going to mesh very, very well. They have a keen sense of the game of hockey from the blue line and moving into offense. They hit the right holes at the right time. I think they're going to be very complementary and very good. Look for them to play well over 20 minutes each and every game this season.
Milano had this one bounce out of play. Sonny getting back into the lineup. Washington's winger, now in his 10th season as a pro. Washington, the third different team with which he's worked in the NHL. We mentioned those first 6 campaigns in the Blue Jacket organization, then a pit stop in Anaheim before DC. Win of the draw for the Blue Jackets. Samuel Knazko wears 62 in the white, native of Slovakia. Bronze medalist at the most recently concluded Olympics.
Yeah, 2-time Slovakian World Junior. And I think a couple of those times, the 2 years he was there, I think he was the captain. Well respected in Slovakia.
Henrik Rubinski down the wing for Washington, knifing to the net. Rubinski keeps it outside. Bear pumps one right on. A pad save for Tarasov. Then Rubinski takes the boards away from Gambrell. They get involved in a scrum. Bounced back to center. Alex Alexiev will retreat. Voronkov right there in his hip pocket. Alexiev took a misstep. Fans wanted a call, none from the referee. Off this reload, Sillinger at the line. Offside against the Jackets.
Trying to make that pass right at the Capitals bench. Definitely offsides. Crystals look very sharp here to start this game. He's had a couple of good looks. Been in on the forecheck. He's had his rip-off artistry at work. He's very good at knowing where the puck is going to be going, to read the plays, to intercept pucks, to be involved, to have the puck around him. That's going to make him make the lineup if he continues to play like that.
Top of the hour time, 9 p.m., and we're in the first period. Don't be confused. There were travel issues for Columbus leaving Ohio today, plane problems, some nasty weather as well. The bus arrived from the airport for the Blue Jackets at 7:14. This was originally a 7 o'clock start. The equipment truck around 7:35. We didn't get going till 8:39 Eastern time.
Yep, it would have been a tough go for Columbus, only being here for about an hour. There's a look at Dean Evison, now the head coach. He came in, wanted a lot of hard work. They brought in a new general manager in Donnie Waddell. That was one of his first hirings. What they need to do in Columbus, and they've already stressed it, they need better starts. Their last 2 years, they've got behind the 8 ball right away.
Mangiapane ripped it off the defender, Harrison wide. Ovechkin attempted to glance that one through. This is a breakaway. A waltz in for Malatesta. He scores.
Little mishandle at the puck at the far blue line by Alex Ovechkin. Malatesta looked like he was coming off the bench with a full head of steam, and no one was going to stop him, and he just puts it under the bar there. Not very big either. They've got a lot of scooters on their team. He was a guy that was the MVP of the Q, an MVP of the Memorial Cup. He was born in Montreal, and he was dazzling in his final year, and here he is off to the races. Makes no mistake on the snapshot over the catching mitt, coming right into your living room there. Just got it high and over the outstretched arm of Charlie Lindgren.
Better than 50 games in the American Hockey League last year with the AHL Cleveland Monsters, the top development affiliate for the Blue Jackets. 6 minutes to go in the first. Frana looks to respond. He scores! Jacob Frana.
Well, it took a dozen seconds for Jake the Snake to tie this game up, and this is vintage Verana. Head of steam, right side of the screen, gets a step on the back checker, and then just rips it. And it's a body blow that beats Tarasov. It looked like he had pretty good coverage there, but it spun him around a little bit. The puck was rolling, but Verana lets her go. Coming off a real good game the other night, this is a carryover for Jake the Snake.
Get an appreciation pretty much from a standstill there of the acceleration of Vrana to separate from defenders and then fire that one home at 14:01. Malatesta's goal was unassisted. Vrana at 14:01 tying things at 2, and the Caps are looking for more. Still 5.5 minutes away from CIS Secure intermission live. Ivan Miroshnichenko Forced back there by Trey Fix-Wolanski. Lieberman for Washington, tape to tape through center. Miroshnichenko to Rybinski. Henrik Rybinski, one of 7 different guys in the lineup tonight who were with the AHL Calder Cup champion Hershey Bears when they brought the curtain down in Game 6 in overtime against Coachella Valley last summer.
And when he was in Seattle, when I looked up some of his numbers, a big fella named Matt Rempe played on his team, Joe, and he actually had more penalty minutes than Rybke during that season in Seattle.
Chance for us to step away. Washington and Columbus deadlocked at 2 apiece. Jacob Vrana, the last man on the board. All smiles at the bench for him.
Experience the transformation of your drive with the all-new, all-electric Acura ZDX from Chevy Chase Acura in downtown Bethesda.
At MedStar Health, we're always prepared for what if. Like, what if you need to make a doctor's appointment but need to see the final minutes of the game? We're here for you with easy online scheduling at your fingertips. Or what if a mega fan is on injured reserve? We're around the corner with the region's largest urgent care and sports medicine networks. With easy access to the same high-quality care that the Capitals trust, you're always ready for what if. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Visibility, analysis, strategy, IT cadre's trusted insight, empowering leaders of complex organizations to make the right decisions to achieve success. Your vision, our purpose.
BMW iX is electricity in its ultimate form. An elegant trailblazer that's equal parts power and intelligence. With impeccable interior details, an impressive range, and a panoramic moonroof for every shade of luxury. It's 100% electric and 100% BMW. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine. Hurry in to lease the 2025 BMW iX xDrive 50 for $699 per month.
Monumental Sports Network coverage of Capitals hockey is presented by Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, your home for electric vehicles. By CIS Secure. Innovate, integrate, customize, and protect with CIS Secure. And by MedStar Health, trusted medical team of the Washington Capitals. High scoring in this one in the first 15 minutes. Ovechkin and Vrana bookending tallies around goals from Fantilli and Malatesta. We're 2-2.
Yeah, and on that Vrana goal, it was good work. Al Koken was talking about how Connor was moved to the middle. It was his speed right off the face-off that got that line jump-started to cross the center and cross the blue with speed. And it was his backhand feed that really made all that happen for Jacob Vrana.
Vrana from McMichael and Carlson at 14:01. Familiar face there, center screen. Jacob Vrana a season ago with the St. Louis Blues.
There's about 7 guys of the 12 forwards that, as Carberry says, is significant games for a lot of guys. And I think this is a big game for Jacob Vrana.
There are 9 other preseason games going on this Friday night around the NHL and around the world for that matter. Stuff attempt here. Lindgren made the stop on the efforts of Cameron Butler. Alexiev to clear in. Buffalo was a winner earlier today, downing Munich. As the Sabres get set for the Devils, that game's going to be played in Prague, a couple of games in fact. Loose in the paint no longer. Tarasov has it under the glove.
Yeah, 4 goals in this game. A little bit chaotic at times in each zone there. Crystal again part of the package of the Caps getting involved. Chances so far through the first period are 6 apiece. The Caps have spread out the shots. 9 or 10 guys have the 10 shots on net for the Caps.
Andrew Crystal with a preseason goal against Philadelphia, had another one at Boston, but Locker, I think you'd agree, he was much better in the Philly game than he was in Beantown.
Correct, and that's why it's a big game for him. And I think in the first period, you're seeing him try to make a difference, which he wants to do, rather than not just be satisfied with not getting scored again.
At 19 years of age, it's either make the big club or go back to junior, right?
Yep. The only options for him.
Strome, centering pass. Great stop. Tarasov with a good read to beat Mangiapane. This line continues to create scoring chances. Mangiapane, Strome, and Ovechkin. Chychrun, long-range wrister that just darts wide. Again, Tarasov was unsighted in the crease. Holding on and waiting for the breakout to begin. 24-year-old Cole Clayton. As Dean Evison completes a line change, we're 3:15 away from CIS Secure Intermission Live. Fantilli on the run. Gets to the outside, his pass is blocked. 5-on-5 continues. There has not been a penalty call, a power play chance in this opening period. Washington didn't have a power play at all in its win at New Jersey Wednesday. Frank ran into trouble, down low off the steal, give and go, and Brindley did not convert. Bear was there diving into the shooting lane.
Cap's lucky there because they forgot something important, the puck exiting the zone.
2-on-1, McMichael's pass is deflected and it winds up in the glove of Tarasov.
Couple of good chances by the big boys, Ovi, Strome, and Mangiapane. The last opportunity moments ago is this good play down low by Dylan Strome. Beautiful pass right into the wheelhouse of Mangiapane. Notice he beats the defense who gets caught on the outside. At the other end, Ethan Bear, nice coming back and helping out because they had a quick strike 2-on-1. And Ethan Bear, the diving play with his hockey stick.
Rabinski wins the draw for Washington, but his pass was intercepted. Olivier able to clear it in. Working down the boards, Hunter McCowan on the forecheck. Around the dasher, out of reach of Canasco, back onto the Columbus side. Behind the play, Olivier is in a wrestling match with Alexiev. Olivier, who loves to mix it up and drop the mitts.
Yeah, and so did his dad back in the day. He's a tough customer, and he's made his mark in the NHL playing for Columbus.
To the corner we go. Samuel Canasco sends it all the way down the length of the pond for icing against Columbus.
Alexiev got tangled up with the big fella, and he's a willing combatant. Olivier, here it is down low, getting caught right behind the net, pushing and shoving. It's his third season with the Columbus Blue Jackets. 17 fights for Olivier in his last 120 games.
Piece of cake.
Not bad.
Chychrun fires. That's deflected in front. Off the reload to Carlson. Feather it down low, looking to Ovechkin. He was bothered there. Caps have it. Mangiapane's pass is deflected. 100 seconds to go in the first. Tarasov makes a kick save. Mark him down for 10 in the period.
And that's on Chychrun. Chychrun is so good getting shots to the net. You look at his numbers and how many shots he piles up a season. That's incredible. Just little wrist shots create problems down low. Between him and Carlson putting pucks to the net, it's going to be insane.
Jacob Chychrun soon to embark on his first season with Washington. Time in Arizona and Ottawa preceding this. Working in back with John Carlson for most of camp. There he connected with Bear on the send in. No icing. We're in the final minute of the opening period. Back through center where Lieberman will play. Nick Lieberman, a former Colorado Avalanche draft pick. 5 seasons for him collegiately at the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, captain as his grad student year, which was his 5th year, all because of COVID and everything happened in the NCAA that season.
Fix Wolanski through center, not going far. 30 seconds remain in this opening stanza. Bear heads up ice with Crystal. Andrew Crystal knifing to the net. The drive from McMichael deflected high to the glass.
I like the confidence there in number 28's hands, making plays. Crystal.
Sillinger explodes through center, plays it out wide to Jack Johnson. He hits the brakes, looks for Trey Fix-Wolanski, then fires right to the glove of Charlie Lindgren, who makes his 6th stop of the period.
Yeah, Cole Sillinger hanging out in front of the net looking for a redirect. It didn't materialize because of the quickness of the catching mitt. Getting that glove across. In the NHL, there's an advantage against a right-handed catcher, mostly for the guys that shoot left. In the NHL, about 63% of the shooters are lefties, and 37 are on the right side.
Really, 2/3, huh?
Yep.
I would have said it was a little bit more than that. Alexiev didn't get it out. Voronkov fires right on. And Jacob Vrana hoists this one out as the opening period comes to its conclusion, tied up at 2 apiece.
Sloppy at times, but the Caps and the Columbus Blue Jackets got through it after a long delay. It's 2 apiece, 19 shots fired combined for these two clubs.
So we are heading for CIS Secure Intermission Live on Monumental Sports Network. Highlights from this opening period, plentiful. We'll share some stats. We'll also have a chance to listen into Dylan Strome between periods 1 and 2. Captain got on the board first. Back and forth they went. 2-2 after 1. CIS Secure Intermission Live is next.
It's the best time of year. Capitals hockey is back. We're out on F Street for the Rock the Red carpet.
Nice to meet you. It's been too long without hockey.
Pass, opening game.
The NHL doesn't know what's in store for them.
Michael fires, scores!
Let's go, Caps!
Phyto-C is the leader of natural product skincare. The difficult part for us here in the US was how do we sell to consumers in China? And Alibaba really made that very seamless for us. It is a turnkey platform, really just reaching the consumer, giving us the data to make all the right decisions. Revenue has grown over 600%. We hope to continue to see a lot of growth that will be fueled through the Alibaba platform.
As your company plans for growth, do you need to raise capital to fund expansion, acquisition, or other plans? Proximo Capital has raised over $100 million for mid-sized companies across all industries and would welcome the chance to work with you. Call or visit at proximocapital.com.
Are you certain that's our ride? Yeah, let's go. Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. So when you need the right high-quality promotional products, printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time, that's the certainty of 4imprint. So wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team by checking out 4imprint.com.
4imprint for certain.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 Denali models. That's over $6,400 in average finance savings. We are professional grade GMC.
When a child is sick, there's one thing they need. A really big cookie.
Welcome to RMHC.
And parents of sick children have tons of decisions to make. Like movie night, game night, or should we finish that book tonight? We don't perform surgeries, just talent shows. We're not big on poking sticks and beeping machines, but we're the best at playing dress up. Well, we have a few beeping machines. We think the tooth fairy should travel everywhere. And while hospitals have doctors and nurses, we have mom and dad. We don't provide treatment, but we do provide dogs. And we throw some really good parties. Because at Ronald McDonald House Charities, we help families feel at home, even when they can't be.
Show your team spirit on Monumental Sports Network.
Future Caps.
Ready to go with CIS Secure Intermission Live. Preseason action on Monumental Sports Network inside of Capital One Arena in Washington. A game that was delayed better than 90 minutes is now just 20 minutes old. 2-2 after 1. Folks getting their head start on the refreshments between periods 1 and 2 as we carry right along, turning things over to Al Koken in his chit-chat with Jacob Vrana.
Very excited to see number 13 racing down the wing and scoring another goal. Jacob, can you take us through how that play developed?
I think it started with win draw. Johnny makes a nice play there in the middle to Mikey, and you know I saw the guys collapse a little bit. Their guys collapse a little bit to the left, so I had some opening ice there, and Mikey saw me and make a great play to me, and puck was rolling. I just tried to shoot it, and it went in.
Third preseason game, how much more comfortable have you felt with each passing game?
Yeah, I think for all of us, as coming in from the summer, I think game by game things get a little better. The guys start to get a little bit more comfortable on the ice with being in the game mode again, and getting the summer off our legs a little bit. And since training camp first day, it's been intense, and obviously today. Yeah, we feel pretty good. I mean, we create a lot of chances. This one goes in. I mean, so far we have a 2-2 game, so yeah.
Jake, thanks very much. Good seeing you.
Yeah, thanks. Good to see you too.
A very popular goal scorer here in D.C., 28 years old now, Jacob Vrana, in camp on a professional tryout arrangement. Every moment of this camp and these preseason games means a lot to him. Joe Beninati, Craig Laughlin with you, CIS Secure Intermission Live. Not Jake's line, but the top line. What did you think of their performance?
Liked them again. I think when you have Strome as a conductor and the way he sees the ice, his vision, his passing ability creates opportunities. They've got the goal in the first period, Ovi to the top corner, but he's also set up Mangiapane. He's very good at finding the open lanes and the open man. That's going to be a dynamite line.
1/3 of the way through regulation. Time for us to share a few highlights from the opening frame. In this game, high-scoring 2-2 between the Capitals and Blue Jackets.
Let's take a look at the Capitals' 2 goals. We'll start off with the Capitals captain, Alex Ovechkin. Bad play in the corner, ripped off by Mangiapane, and just like that, it's into the top corner. No surprise from the grade 8. Neutral zone rewind. We're going to show this a couple of times. Jake the Snake, who is just Al Koken's guest. Here's how it starts. Off the face-off, D-to-D. He gets Vrana in stride. He pounds it home. A great look there on a regroup face-off that leads to his goal.
The Vrana goal comes at 14:01, ties things up at 2 as we share other first-period stats.
19 shots combined. The Caps 1 better. The Columbus Blue Jackets 13 better in hits. No hitter for the Caps. Power plays none. Face-offs 11-11. Scoring chances favor the Washington Capitals.
So it's time for us to move on a little bit. Dylan Strome, who put up strong numbers last season. A dizzying array of great goals in tight. He was Mr. Reliable in the third period and in overtime. And when we return, he'll face a few questions from Alexa Landestoy.
At Holzman Laser Vision, we provide the finest laser vision correction using the very latest technology to ensure the best outcomes. Our patient-focused protocols used by Dr. Holzman and his medical team help make your life-changing experience more comfortable, easier, and safer. If you have been considering laser vision correction, you should know Holzman Laser Vision is simply better. Arrange a free comprehensive consultation today. Holzman Laser Vision, because your eyes deserve the best. Tyson's Corner, Chevy Chase.
When you look through the right lens, you'll see the extraordinary. A vacant lot transforming into a local collective garden. Go-getters of today growing into industry leaders of tomorrow. A family business building lasting legacy. The only thing you don't see is ordinary. Burke and Herbert Bank sees the extraordinary in our customers. Their vision inspires us, and together, we strive to make the extraordinary happen.
Hi, this is Jamor, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Honey Pepper Pimento Chicken Sandwich is that extra oomph. You're going to get that sweetness of the honey, and then you're going to get the heat from the spicy filet. The pairing is perfect.
Real customer paid for their testimonial.
Attention homeowners, now is the best time to replace your windows before the cold weather hits. You can get a whole house of windows for as little as $119 per month.
We do it all. Design, build, and install.
So you won't pay the middleman markup.
You get high-quality windows
at an affordable price.
Call now to save 50%. Buy one window, get one 50% off. Call 855-57 Creek now for this amazing offer.
Home sweet Thompson Creek.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome.
Nice.
You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
At Verizon, new and existing customers can get iPhone 16 Pro on us when you trade in any phone in any condition. Only on Verizon.
This is Sam. He works at Leidos. Sam is an exceptionally smart guy.
Thanks.
But sometimes smart isn't smart enough. So he rings Sam in Hypersonics to ask her about propulsion ratios, who then sends a note to Sam in AI, who turned that good idea into a great idea. Because no matter how smart any Sam is, they can never be as smart as all the Sams. Which is why when you put lots of talented people together, you make smart smarter. Leidos.
NHLShop.com, the official online store of the National Hockey League, and the world's largest selection of officially licensed NHL fan gear, with unique one-of-a-kind designs by Fanatics, and all the latest styles for every NHL team. Don't miss out. Shop now and get today's special offer. NHLShop.com, a Fanatics experience.
Folks, be sure to scan that QR code. We're kicking off the Capitals' 50th anniversary celebration October 10th. It's Caps 50 Fest presented by TikTok. Join us for a fun day right here at Capital One Arena featuring player and alumni stage programming, a t-shirt giveaway, activities for all, and then the Third Eye Blind concert to end the night. Doors opening 5 p.m. Scan that QR code or visit washcaps.com/50fest. Your tickets costing $19.74. Capitals entertaining the Blue Jackets after 20 minutes of play in this game that was delayed. Columbus was 90 minutes late getting into town. It's a 2-2 score. Dylan Strome was a top producer last season for the Caps. He figures prominently in their lineup again. And in recent days, he visited with Alexa Landeskog.
Well, Dylan, you're coming off back-to-back career years. What's your goal for this season here with the Capitals?
I think to do better than last year is, I think something that every hockey player strives to continue to get better year after year. I know when the Caps signed me, I made a promise to get better year after year and help the team a little bit more than I did the previous year. So just trying to, find some success with whatever line mates that you're on with and help the team win. I think everyone loves winning and nobody loves losing. So the more you win, the happier you are, and it's fun to play that way. Yeah, you talked about improving year after year, year 3 for you. What has made DC such a great fit for you? I think just my family really loves it here first and foremost. I live in a great area with lots of neighborhood friends that I've met over the last couple of years that are don't know much about hockey, but it's been awesome. They start to follow now, and I think just being around the rink with these guys every day is so much fun. They're so easy to be around. Like everyone's always having a good time, whether it's going for lunch or playing golf or whatever it may be with the guys. They're working hard on the ice in practice. Yep. It's just fun to be around, and when you got your leader and your captain that's always smiling and laughing, I think it just kind of brings everyone closer together, and you got to remember hockey's fun.
Dylan Strome let the good times roll. This is his 3rd season for the Capitals, about to embark. 2-2 tonight with preseason play. The second period all yours. Straight ahead next.
Hey Bruce, is the rumor true? Are you bringing your financial expertise to Blake Wilson Group?
Do I look like a financial expert? No, I want to work with the best, and that's right here. Plus, I get some cool swag too, right?
My job is to make sure the tasks get completed and everyone go home safe.
Bond number 42.
far, number 55. You could learn from anyone. I've shared the craft with a lot of younger guys. Yes, I have a mentor. It's a sense of pride you feel when I could tell my kids if Dad did work there, so every time we pass, hey Dad, that's the building you work on. It's a good feeling.
For more information about construction careers at Clark, go to monumentalsportsnetwork.com/honoringthecraft.
At Papa John's, we start with better. Like taking marinated oven-roasted chicken and tossing it in our hot lemon pepper sauce. Or how we hand toss our fresh, never frozen signature dough made from 6 simple ingredients. And now our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Get 2 or more Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Order now on the app.
Come to Rosecroft Raceway for live racing Mondays and Wednesdays, September 16th through December 18th. Post time is 7:15 p.m. Open every day for simulcast, wagering, live boxing, and banquet space. Visit us at rosecroft.com.
DC residents and business owners, DISB is dedicated to empowering, protecting, and educating you on financial opportunities by providing inclusive services and comprehensive resources. To learn more, visit disb.dc.gov today. Hurricane and rainy season are coming, and that means flooding in our area. Get covered. Get flood insurance to protect your home and your business. To learn more about flood insurance, go to disb.dc.gov/flood.
Get your tickets now for Caps 50 Fest, featuring live music from Third Eye Blind. Celebrate the Capitals' 50th anniversary on Thursday, October 10th at Capital One Arena. There will be games, photo opportunities, over 60 Capital alumni, and the 2024-25 Capitals team in attendance. Tickets are just $19.74 and doors open at 5 p.m. Visit washcaps.com/50fest to buy tickets now.
25 years ago, when I was just a boy, I couldn't imagine a world where cancer was a curable disease. Thanks to research funded by the Prostate Cancer Foundation, all of that is changing.
I've had prostate cancer.
My dad had it, which means now I'm at a greater risk.
For a long time, cancer was one step ahead.
Now, the Prostate Cancer Foundation's research is delivering new treatments to patients all the time.
It's more time with family and rounds with good friends.
And that's more golf with my dad.
That's more chances to take you down. Join us as we finally take the lead over cancer and put this game behind us once and for all. The Prostate Cancer Foundation, they're saving lives.
I beat it, and so can you. To get ahead of the game, go to pcf.org to learn more.
Monumental Sports Network, home of the Capitals.
Monumental Sports Network coverage of Capitals hockey is presented by your local Washington area Honda dealers. When you want to get more, then it has to be a Honda. Don't settle for less. Visit your local Honda dealer today. By MGM National Harbor. Monumental happens here at MGM National Harbor. And by IT Cadre, providing clarity for leaders' most complex challenges. IT Cadre, your vision, our purpose. 2-2 after 20 in D.C. When the Caps break camp, Charlie Lindgren, Logan Thompson will be their main men in the pipes, between those pipes, and Locker, all is right with them.
Right on cue, buddy. There's only been 100 righties or so all-time play in the National Hockey League, and it's a rarity for 2 righties to play on the same team. Well, there's a look at Charlie and his glove, which dominated last year. Well, now they bring in Logan Thompson. He, too, is a right-handed catcher. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys work together. 1A and 1B right there. The 2 guys that'll go for the Caps this season.
That's Craig. I'm Joe. Al Koken is your ringside reporter. Shout out of thanks to all the men and women in our technical crew with the NHL on Monumental Sports Network. A game originally scheduled for 7 p.m., which did not begin until 8:39 Eastern Time. The Blue Jackets, the guests in D.C. tonight, had plane trouble. They also had some weather difficulties getting out of the capital city of Ohio. Didn't get here till around 7:15. Gambrell swallowed up by Alexei. If you're just tuning in with us, Ovechkin and Vrana have struck for Washington. Alex is out there right now. Fantilli and Malatesta on the board for the Blue Jackets, who are dressed in white. Through center and on the move, it's Brindley. Crisscrossing drop pass, Sillinger. To the outside, stick save, Lindgren. Rebound, back to point position. Harris walks to the middle and had it blocked by McMichael, who was testing his hockey stick to make sure it wasn't broken. This is launched back ahead by Iorio. Ethan Frank using his speed to get below the goal line. Frank circles, needed to elevate that pass. It still managed to get to Carlson. John Carlson looking to activate from point position, as he did a couple nights back at Prudential Center, scoring a beautiful goal.
Yeah, he caught a couple of guys flat-footed, a nice give and go down low. John Carlson so adept at just reading the plays, and that play was a beauty, getting that pop and putting it top corner.
Well past Craig Laughlin's bedtime are we for a third period. No, second period, maybe. It's going to be a late one, folks. Feels like a West Coast game.
It does.
Malatesta through center. Wing to wing, there's Fantilli. Robbed of the puck by Chychrun. Back through center, waiting there to dump in Samuel Kanasco. Two-time Slovakian World Junior team player. Ethan Bear for the Capitals. Angles ahead. The Chychrun pass gets away from Rybinski. Ivan Miroshnichenko absorbing a bump from Kanasco. Sonny Milano looking after Corson Kuhlmans, 21-year-old native of Saskatchewan, who dumps it to center. Rybinski will dump it in. That's Daniil Tarasov in goal for Columbus. You would expect Tarasov and Elvis Merzlikins to be Dean Evason's guys between the pipes this season.
I think you're correct, buddy. I think they've sort of sorted out what their team's going to look like this year. I think they have fewer choices than, for example, the Caps.
2-on-1, quick developing, bullseye. Olivier beats Lindgren. It's 3-2.
Yep, broken play right at the blue line, and it's an easy 2-on-1 that leads to a breakaway, and Matthew Olivier puts it past the catching mitt of Charlie Lindgren. Here's the play, getting caught on one side as Lieberman didn't have support on the other, got caught outside the dots there. That allows the man to come up the slot, and it's a beautiful pass right on the tape by McCowan, and it's in the back of the net, and Columbus has a 3-2 lead.
Matthew Olivier beginning his third season as a Blue Jacket. You see the 5 tallies a winter ago. This one's on the board at 2:56 of the second. Jiricek will turn. Play it on the dasher. Johnson to the outside for Fix Wolanski. Cross ice relay blocked off and played on out of there by Alexiev. Didn't flee the zone, however. It's Iorio's chance to do so as Alexiev lobs it to the neutral ice. Taken on the move there by Sgarbossa. To the front. Has it on his backhand. Backdoor look. Crystal not able to deposit from close range. John Carlson walks in and fires. That hit the defender, Jack Johnson, in front. Clearing effort, not out. Carlson holds strong. Switch the point of attack. It works out down low. Jiricek gets a jump on it for Columbus, and he'll clear. 5-on-5 play continues in this one. 3-2 Blue Jackets. Strome feeds, Carlson closing. Recovering well there was Voronkov, and now he'll speed the other way. Dmitry Voronkov with the Blue Jackets in the middle of a change.
He had a fantastic season last year, Voronkov. 6'5", 240-pounder. Ended up getting 18 goals, played about 75 games.
Strome reels this one in. Strome with Ovechkin and Mangiapane. This line clicked for the first goal of the night, provided by the Capital captain. Mangiapane on the setup. Sillinger will exit on his horse through center. Sillinger to the outside. Canceled by Ovechkin. Nick Lieberman getting a sweater from Spencer Carberry tonight. Down the wing, Ovechkin has some room. He'll fire, and Tarasov able to squeeze at the top of the paint.
Yeah, that's a real good stop by Tarasov. It looked like it was going to squirt through the arm of the blocker in his body there. Ovi wide open, and notice what side he was on there. He was on the right flank, switched over, and look at how wide open he is. Good indirect pass off the boards, by the way. Sends Ovechkin in. There's a shot, a challenging Tarasov out above the crease, making that stop on the Capitals captain.
Locker, a lot of times with goalies who are long and lanky, and Tarasov is 6'5", you look for body blows. You try to, in your words, beat them 7-hole.
Absolutely, and that looked like it had some daylight there when Ovi released that shot. It was a nice work by the right arm, tucking it tight to prevent that puck from getting through.
And keeping Columbus on the lead by 1, 5 minutes into the second. McMichael back on it, playing center ice tonight. Connor McMichael said it would probably be easier for him to revert from wing to center than vice versa. Mostly playing the wing throughout this training camp. Alexiev sends it back cross ice. It'll get away from Iorio. Watch out, Fantilli is in alone. Fantilli to his forehand. He scores.
They're connecting the dots well in transition are the Columbus Blue Jackets, and that's another breakaway. That's 3 breakaways the Caps have allowed against Charlie Lindgren here in this hockey game, and 3 of them have went in, and they're just loosey-goosey defensively. Here's a little play, a little missed play by the puck there, jumping over the stick of Iorio, sends him in wide open, and he makes no mistake. And I mean, Fantilli's got good hands, good back check there, however, by Alexiev. Just didn't get enough of him as he went to his forehand, and notice he just slid it right along the ice. Once the stick left between the pads of Lindgren, it left the bottom part of the net open, and that's exactly where Fantilli put it in.
That young man is a goal scorer. Just 1 year at Michigan, 38 games, ho-hum. He scored 30 times.
2 goals for Columbus in about 2.5 minutes here to get the 2-goal lead against the Caps.
2:29 to be specific, 4-2. Blue Jackets doubling up Washington here on enemy ice for them as Jack Johnson gets back to play. Johnson now in his 17th season as a pro. Rumbles through center, picking up Putia to the outside. Mikhail Putia picked up an assist on the earlier second period goal from Olivier. Nearing the 7-minute mark of period 2. Carlson forcing Putia back to center. At the line, we get a whistle here, offside against Columbus. A chance for us to step away. We'll pay a few bills, get you back downtown to see how Rabinski and the Caps will manage this comeback tonight.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Enjoy every sip for less. Get any size iced coffee, including caramel and French vanilla, for just 99 cents. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Excitement comes standard with the Honda Accord, and so does a turbocharged engine. Sophisticated, high-tech, style that enhances functionality. Stand out with the Honda Accord. From Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Contact your Honda dealer today or shop online.
When we started this company, we had to look deep and find what is most important: our customers, our co-workers, and our community. We built a reputation based on a strong work ethic and friendly, highly trained technicians who take pride in their work, providing a level of service that you just don't see anymore. Since 1979, Krav Metcalf has been home of the 5-star technician. So right now, call or go online and see what real customer service means.
Is the one with 5 stars.
Hear that sizzle? That's not just the sound of McDonald's sausage about to make someone's day. It's also your delicious wake-up call.
It's one sizzling deal. Get 2 sausage McGriddles, sausage biscuits, or sausage burritos for just $3.33.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Folks, you can scan that QR code. Help kick off the 50th anniversary season in style. Rocking the red, cheering on the Caps when they strut down the red carpet before the season opener against the Devils on Saturday, October 12th. That's all presented by Geico. All fans in attendance receiving a 50th anniversary schedule magnet. So please do scan that QR code or visit washcaps.com/promotions. Caps faithful in attendance this Friday night. With the weekend unfolding, Columbus in town, Blue Jackets and Caps will go again on Monday at Nationwide. We'll have that one for you on Monumental Sports Network. 4 goals on the board for Columbus, 2 from Fantilli. Olivier and Malatesta have also struck. The Capitals' first period goals from Ovechkin and Jacob Vrana.
And the team will have a few days off in Columbus. They'll spend that for team building purposes, along with the team dinner. I'm sure a few dinners, just to get to know one another a little better.
At the offensive end of the rink, Blue Jackets drop it behind Charlie Lindgren. Lindgren has surrendered 4 goals on just those 12 shots, and we've mentioned, though, how many of them have been breakaways and quality scoring chances. A few layups for the Blue Jackets involved in this 4-2 lead. Reversing his footing, Samuel Canasco, angling back through center, carries it end to end, then gets stick checked by Strome. Dillon's long send away, Mangiapane behind the D. Mangiapane looking for Ovechkin, back checked all the way to the boards by Gambrell.
That was a good back check.
Closing in, good head fake. Strome feeds Mangiapane. He buzzed that one wide.
That was incredible. What a move there by Dylan Strome. Another good look for Mangiapane here, playing on this top line.
Mangiapane, 40-plus points in each of his last 3 seasons as a member of the Flames. Just about 8 minutes in this middle stanza.
Mangiapane alone has 3 quality scoring chances and 3 good looks, all because of the stick work of the centerman there, Dylan Strome.
Carlson makes the steal. Cross ice it comes to McMichael as Vrana goes to the top of the paint. Chychrun sends a knuckler on the way, and Tarasov found that. Jacob Chychrun will gun it in from neutral. Jiricek waiting on the wall. Long send away for Malatesta. Chychrun there to dodge away from his forecheck. Sends an equally long pass that spun Vrana around.
Yeah, stretch passes galore here, trying to open up the ice. Both teams trying to push and make the neutral zone a little bit bigger by pushing guys back to give some more space.
Chychrun made the stick check on Fantilli as this is whistled in by Jordan Harris. Chip towards the front. Caps had that surrounded. Chychrun goes indirectly to Sonny Milano. Milano arm in arm all the way to the boards with Cole Clayton. Keep it on the outside. Miroshnichenko. Rabinski there. And a trail official has spotted a call with Miroshnichenko down in a heap. Caps about to go to the power play.
Yeah, he got clipped up high. The Caps will have the extra man. He went down in a heap there. The two collided behind the net. It looked like his stick got right underneath his chin there. And the first penalty will be doled out at center ice.
Number 22, Columbus got a minor for holding.
Actually, it's a holding call as he takes him down there. So they give him a hold. Here's a look at Miro hustling for the puck. Watch the right arm spin him around, and then the stick, as he was spinning him around, caught Miro right under his chin there. Caps go to the first power play.
Strome, Mangiapane, Crystal, Ovechkin, and Carlson, 5 on ice in red. Crystal, the 19-year-old, back to point position. That'll get away from John Carlson. He's under heat from Olivier. Scaling to center, Jack Johnson on the take-back. Special teams numbers, this Capitals Blue Halo power play unfolding. Mangiapane, twisted back by Sillinger. Carlson will bring it along. Knocked out of the air and cleared in one fell swoop by Jiricek.
Pretty good pressure there by the Columbus Blue Jackets penalty killers. Good sticks taking away the passes the Caps are looking for.
1:18 left on the man advantage with Jordan Harris in the box. Strome spots Crystal to the goal. Score! Dylan Strome.
You couldn't execute that break in any better. They got one guy caught up ice, but then they stacked the blue lines with 3 guys. Did Columbus. The Caps utilized their speed and passing play. Beautiful play by Dylan Strome going wide. kicking it wide, then going hard to the net. Here's the regroup. There's the three guys back. Kicks it wide, and look at him break past all the defenders. What a pass by Crystal. On the backhand, beating the defenseman, number 1, and on the tape. Juracek didn't know where that puck was going. It goes right under the stick of Dylan. He's got 3 goals in the preseason.
The 19-year-old Crystal led Kelowna in the Western League in assists and points each of the last 2 seasons. That pretty setup for Strome makes this a 1-goal game. Caps looking for more. Iorio fires, cuffed away by Tarasov. Another chance there for Frank. That was denied by the Blue Jacket netminder's goalie stick. On the hop back through center with 9.5 to go in the second. It's cleared in.
I think Crystal, you look at his first period, I said he was very apparent and he was involved. He had the puck a lot. This is just a carryover of confidence.
2-on-1 chance. Vrana right on in. He yanked that one high. Pressure coming from the defenders. Vrana already on the board with 1. Strome making it a 3-spot for the Caps. Off of this relay, he'll chip it to the twine, and the Caps are down by a single.
Nissan is offering 6 2024 models starting under $30K, like the Sentra, the Rogue, and the Leaf. All with available Safety Shield 360. Visit your local Nissan dealer today.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
This economy has been hard on our wallets, but not on Angela Alsobrooks. CNN reports she dodged at least $16,000 in property taxes, illegally taking tax deductions she didn't qualify for. She even took a benefit meant for low-income seniors. But Alsobrooks wants us to pay more, including higher Social Security taxes. Angela Alsobrooks, higher taxes for you, illegal tax breaks for her. Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Phyto-C is the leader of natural product skincare. The difficult part for us here in the US was, how do we sell to consumers in China? And Alibaba really made that very seamless for us. It is a turnkey platform, really just reaching the consumer, giving us the data to make all the right decisions. Revenue has grown over 600%. We hope to continue to see a lot of growth that will be fueled through the Alibaba platform.
Nissan is offering 6 2024 models starting under $30K, like the Sentra, the Rogue, and the Leaf. All with available Safety Shield 360. Visit your local Nissan dealer today.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Capitals have cut the Columbus lead down to 1. Kirk, in preseason game number 4, how much coaching are you doing or how much evaluating are you doing on guys like Andrew Crystal, Jacob Vrana, guys like that?
Yeah, it's a combination. It's a great way to, we got some good young players here, and guys are fighting for jobs still, and show them what they can do. And so we want them to be creative, show us what they can do, what brought them here. And then on the other side, we're working on the team system on in all 3 zones, and things that we are trying to preach during the training camp. So it's a combination of who can follow along and who can do and who can add to the table here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it.
Kirk Muller, former New Jersey Devil captain. The Caps beat the Devils 5-3 back on Wednesday. That same night, Columbus blanked St. Louis 3-0.
And there was some teaching going on as Kirk was talking to Al Koken. You saw the head coach, Carberry, over talking to that young Crystal. It's a marathon. You've got to continue to improve. You've got to continue to understand the game. You've got to understand the nuances. Being 19 years of age, he's going to take all that back wherever he lands and get better because of it.
Crystal drafted in the 2nd round back in 2023. Canasco sends that one deflected by Voronkov and nudged aside. Charlie Lindgren in the cage for Washington tonight. Expected to go the distance. Miroshnichenko knifing in on the forecheck. Bounced it to the front, and Tarasov will melt it.
Yeah, Miro, no worse for wear, taking that high stick under the chin, which drew the first minor penalty of this hockey game in a power play for the Caps. Good hustle getting in on the play. You notice a big difference. The forecheck seems like the first forward is going so hard all the time for Carberry, and that created that one play because of that, because of moving his feet.
A power play goal for Washington off the rush. Strome from Crystal and Chychrun. Jacob Chychrun back on the board. He was a +3 against New Jersey back on Wednesday. He has possession of the puck. Right after him on this forecheck, Malatesta working. Brindley is there as well. Fantilli rounding out this trio for Dean Evison. Fantilli smoothly into the zone. A wrister blocked by Chychrun. Back towards point position, there's Jiricek. To the front. Malatesta, who has a tally tonight. Brindley from skate to stick. Nice pickup there. Malatesta fires. That's easy for Charlie Lindgren. Carlson around the window and out. Back to center for Pierrick Dubé, who hails from Lyon, France.
Yeah, his dad played a lot of pro hockey, including landing in France to play. Played about 19 years pro. And so his young son trying to follow in his dad's footsteps.
Fantilli sees a seam open up, rolls one to the goal mouth right on through. Mikhail Putia greets Alex Ovechkin as Alex chisels to center. Time ticking, 7:20 to go in the second period. 3 more goals in this frame, the first 2 from the Blue Jackets. Washington has made it a 1-goal encounter again, and they now have a 3-on-1 break. Stepping in, Strome feeds, looking for Ovechkin, the trailer, just off of his blade. Back come the Jackets, counter-punching, 3-on-3. To the goal mouth, closing in Clayton on a backdoor that went right through the wickets. One more look, snapshot, and Lindgren shuffles over to make the save on Clayton.
That's the best save of the game, I think, for Charlie Lindgren, because the puck went board to board. He had to move aggressively from one side to the other. That's an excellent stop on Clayton sneaking in on the play. Check out the left side of the screen. Sort of a misplay. It worked out well for Columbus. And there's Charlie Lindgren to the rescue. Just 1 or 2 little pushes across. He seals the bottom of the net. He catches it in his shoulder. Takes away a quality scoring chance.
Lindgren, a career best 25 wins last season. You see that documented, as well as the 6 shutouts. You get his perspective on this defensive zone draw. Control belongs to Lieberman. This one's deflected out of play, so there's no delay of game. A face-off that'll come in the Washington end.
Good pressure there against Bear and the defenseman. Brindley getting involved. Ethan Bear playing in another game, getting involved. He's had a 275-game career so far and hopes to make the grade here with the Capitals on defense.
8 seasons as a pro. Bear with Edmonton, Carolina, Vancouver, and the Caps.
He's had a good camp.
Uh-oh. McMichael scooping that one out of play. There was no deflection, so that's delay of game against 24 in the red.
He knew it right away, too. He knew it. No argument there. Straight over the glass. The puck rolled on him.
Washington, number 24, 2-minute minor for delay of game, shooting the puck over the glass.
And there's the call. Columbus will go to their first power play. Here it is. Has control, trying to go indirect. That was direct, not indirect. Right over the glass.
McMichael will towel off at the penalty box. 5-on-4 against Spencer Carberry's troops. Jiricek playing the wall with Gambrell. Jiricek lets it fly through the screen. That's deflected. Centering pass from Voronkov, cuffed away by Lindgren. Chychrun out there with a seam up the middle, didn't get it out. Nice keep in. Caps have a 2-on-1 developing shorthanded. Rabinski to the outside. Feeds the front there and just out of reach. Mangiapane was getting up into the flow.
Rabinski's a very good penalty killer. He's done it before, and there you see the aggressiveness, the Caps on the penalty kill, and a good opportunity led their way.
6 minutes separating us from CIS Secure Intermission Live. NHL preseason action on Monumental Sports Network. Nice to have you on board. We're approaching 10 p.m., only in the second period. The reason being, the Blue Jackets were slow to get out of Columbus today. Snapshot blocked. Travel issues, weather issues, and now a 2-on-1 shorthanded issue. Closing, snapshot that's blocked away. Scarbosa turned back by Jiricek, and he'll play 4 corners to rag some time.
The Capitals getting better opportunities than the power play for Columbus. Last year, second worst in the NHL, 15.1%. Dean Evison spent 45 minutes the other day in practice working on power play principles. That's one area they're hoping to get way better this season.
Gavin Brindley on the feed, and this is a rocket upstairs from Mikhail Putia.
Putia, man, did he make no mistake on that. Brindley, a nifty pass. He put that right onto the stick of Putia, who puts it under the bar there. And Columbus, just like that, with nothing materializing on their power play, score on the attack. And it's a nice play from Brindley to this guy. Watch that pass by Brindley. And then the wicked shot. A little bit of a screen there by Ethan Bear as he came across to block it. Just gets in the eyes a little bit right there, and it goes right through his legs. Ricochets off Lindgren, and they have a 5-3 lead.
Snappy release from Mikhail Putia, the 22-year-old Finn. Played 3 full seasons in the Finnish Elite League. We mentioned that Dean Evason has dressed him for all 3 now Columbus preseason games. They obviously like what they see. Get a whistle here. Play brought to a halt, an apparent high stick coming up.
Yep, and it's going to go against the Caps. And it looks like Jake the Snake head into the box, Jacob Verana.
Washington minor penalty for high sticking.
Referee Frederick Lecuyer sending Vrana off. Jacob very much putting up a protest. Columbus right back to the man advantage after this.
A legacy is earned with generations of proven reliability, standing tall through the test of time, leading, innovating to build the best vehicles with the best value. Because the greatest memories begin with the journey.
This is my legacy.
Toyota, let's go places.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 Denali models. That's over $6,400 in average finance savings. We are professional grade GMC.
Jacob Vrana gone, 2 minutes for high sticking. Blue Jackets a 5-3 leader late in the second as we are introducing Monumental Plus, the ultimate fan experience. Subscribe to Monumental Plus. You'll get 2 tickets to a Wizards or Capitals game with your annual plan. Don't miss out. Subscribe now. Just a few moments ago, it was Putia with a power play goal for the Blue Jackets. They're right back 5-on-4.
Yep,
with 4:45 left in the second.
Both power plays, buddy, 1 for 1, and each have just 1 shot on net.
That's called being precise.
Yep.
Fantilli chips it to the wing for Sillinger. Cole Sillinger rolling back towards the point. Feathers it outside. Fantilli was looking for Voronkov. Big man was parked right in front. Jordan Harris calming this one down. Harris, the former Montreal Canadian rear guard.
Yeah, spent 4 years at Northeastern. He's a guy that they really expect to crack the lineup, but they've got quite a few defensemen here in camp for Dean Evason. We'll see how that all comes together.
Fantilli has a couple goals tonight, 19 in the white. As we drift below 4 minutes to play in the middle period. Voronkov busting out wide. Rubinski was there, so too Scarbosa to clear.
2 veterans snuffing that out in a hurry, Scarbosa and Rubinski.
Both of those guys working predominantly with the AHL Hershey Bears and head coach Todd Nelson. Saw Todd still in camp and around the morning skate earlier today. It's soon to be Hershey Bears time for training camp. Brindley giving ground. At point position, Jiricek and around the horn. Vrana serves another 18 seconds. Jiricek on the interchange, the snapper fought off Lindgren got the right arm up. Iorio was there to block that shot too. 3 minutes to go in the second. Vrana ready to race from the penalty box at even strength. That happens right now. Fix-Wolansky goes through the seam, back on top for a wrister that's blocked. 5-on-5. Washington back to a level playing field, trailing Columbus by 2. 2:45 separating us from CIS Secure. Intermission live. Kick through center, there's Strome. Drops it right back to Ethan Frank, a 30-goal getter at the American Hockey League level. This is launched back into the Washington end. Iorio eyes up, looks out wide for Bear. Ovechkin paddles it in deep. Jack Johnson, little shake and bake, not going to fool Strome. Round and round they go in the corner. It's off of Malatesta, not clear. Lieberman fires, and that's right to the gut of Tarasov.
Good puck movement in the zone. Lieberman getting a jersey here tonight. He's a guy that, good shot there on that play, moving it side to side. Some guys getting some opportunities to play at the National Hockey League level. And Lieberman's one of those guys. At one time when he was in college, he was a nomination for the Hobey Baker Award.
Golden Gopher at U Minnesota. A season ago, a lot of work with the South Carolina Stingrays in the ECHL. Clayton launching this one. 2 minutes to go in the second. On the run, Olivier tries to push through Bear, who wouldn't allow it. Ethan Bear using the wall, spots Miroshnichenko. Ivan Miroshnichenko attempted to get that to Milano. Miroshnichenko fires, Tarasov the save. The rebound pass. Milano tried to set up Rybinski for the dunk. It just missed.
Yeah, just rolled on Rybinski. Had a wide open net, moved it laterally. No chance for the goalie. Had he got his stick on that one.
90 seconds in the period. Shots on goal relatively low. For 8 goals on the board, there are only a combined 33 shots. Sillinger looks to stuff. Paddle down. Lindgren made the save. Keep it hot. Canasco fanned on it.
He'll say it was a fake.
He was trying to fake that one, huh? Nuh-uh.
He'll say it. I agree with you.
Sillinger poke checked by Bear. And Miroshnichenko at the end of his shift will send it in. 60 seconds in the period. Sonny Milano's pass doesn't get through. A lead for Trey Fix-Wolansky, who fidgets wide. Chychrun keeps him at stick's length. Work it to the exterior. Good takeaway check by Sgarbossa. Mike getting low in the zone. Badgered all the way by Curtis Hall, playing center on the 4th line for Dean Evison tonight. Canasco lets it go, and Lindgren had to go to the splits there.
Yeah, that hit Hall on the way to the net. Drastic change of direction there, and Lindgren stuck with it.
Fantilli still buzzing with Canasco. Out to point position, 18 seconds left. Fantilli has had that puck on a string tonight. All the way around for Cameron Butler. Crystal chips it back to center, 7 seconds to play. Andrew Crystal on the intercept. Chychrun through center. Carlson will tap it in, and we're done with 40 minutes in DC. 5-3 Jackets after 2.
Capitals got to play catch up here in the 3rd period, down by a couple. Get their offense going, get a little more pressure on the Columbus Blue Jackets D in the 3rd period.
So, we're making our way to CIS Secure Intermission Live. Highlights, stats, an interview with Andrew Crystal, an interview with Andrew Mangiapane. Everybody's covered between periods 2 and 3 in a 5-3 affair led by the Jackets. CIS Secure Intermission Live, straight ahead.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor and the potential to take you anywhere.
Get 0% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Or qualified lessees can get this 2024 Silverado for around $449 a month.
As your company plans for growth, do you need to raise capital to fund expansion, acquisition, or other plans? Proximo Capital has raised over $100 million for mid-sized companies across all industries and would welcome the chance to work with you. Call or visit at proximocapital.com.
Your backyard is an empty canvas. Southside Specialties sees a future masterpiece. If you can visualize it, we can realize it. Southside Specialties. Daddy-O needs a patio.com.
Thundercat Technology is the premier provider of IT solutions for government organizations, educational institutions, and commercial enterprises. As a leader in the DevSecOps, cybersecurity, infrastructure, unified communications, and cloud technology verticals, Thundercat isn't just a reseller. We're trusted advisors that are committed to meeting the mission and business successes of our clients. Learn more at thundercattech.com.
At MedStar Health, we're always prepared for what if. Like, what if you need to make a doctor's appointment but need to see the final minutes of the game? We're here for you with easy online scheduling at your fingertips. Or what if a mega fan is on injured reserve? We're around the corner with the region's largest urgent care and sports medicine networks. With easy access to the same high-quality care that the Capitals trust, you're always ready for what if. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Feel the fear of 25 years at Busch Gardens Hollow Scream. With 15 horrifying scares, including 2 new bone-chilling haunted houses, 2 new scream-inducing terror-tories, the all-new sinister show Fiends the Frequel, and pulse-pounding coasters in the dark. Only at Busch Gardens Hollow Scream, Virginia's premier Halloween event. Buy a 2025 fun card, get now through Hollow Scream free. Hurry before prices go up.
The leaves are falling, and so are the prices during the Fall into Savings sales event at Oarsman Chantilly Kia, where you'll be raking in big savings on Kia's best sellers. For the first time ever, get up to $1,500 Kia Finance cashback on 2024 Kia Telluride. And you'll receive Oarsman's exclusive Lifetime Edge with up to $1,500 in unexpected extras. Rake in the savings during the Fall into Savings sales event at Oarsman Chantilly Kia. Oarsman Chantilly Kia. Let's ride together.
Monumental Sports Network is your home for the Washington Wizards, Capitals, and Mystics. Wiz and Caps playing at the same time?
And across.
Switch over to Monumental Sports Network 2 and check in on your other team. Don't want to miss any of the action?
Easy dunk for Bilal Coulibaly.
Download the Monumental Plus app and enjoy the new multi-view feature. Monumental brings the game to you wherever you are.
CIS Secure Intermission Live with the NHL preseason action on Monumental Sports Network. Fans making their way on the concourse. So far, they've seen the Columbus Blue Jackets arrive extremely late and take a 5-3 advantage after 2 periods down the stretch in D.C. As we continue with CIS Secure Intermission Live between periods 2 and 3. Why don't we begin with Al Koken and Andrew Crystal?
Andrew, I know the team in general hasn't really had much of a chance to work on the power play. So when you make a pass and see the play that you made with on the Dylan Strome goal, is it just something that's just a natural instinct for you?
Yeah, a little bit of both, I think. When you're playing, with players like that, it's, pretty easy to find them. But we worked a little bit on this morning and, try to get the timing down, and it worked out well.
This is preseason game number 3 for you this year. How much different does it feel tonight than in game 1?
Yeah, a lot different. Definitely a lot more confident. I know the rink now. I know the ice, and I know a lot of the guys that I'm playing with. So it helps a lot to, have that chemistry and kind of know where they're on the ice.
You did say that you were maybe trying to put a little too much pressure on yourself after that first game. Is it just now kind of a confidence thing, knowing, hey, I've scored goals, I've made assists, I can play this game here?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely know I can play at this level. So it's just kind of being consistent and being at the top of my game every night because it's the NHL and if you're not your best, you're not going to look too good out there. So yeah.
Appreciate it, Andrew. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Points in all 3 of his preseason games. Andrew Crystal Back inside the Washington Capitals dressing room. We're between periods 2 and 3. Joe and Craig with you. Locker, if the Caps are to rally in the third period, what would you like to see from them?
It's about passing. It's about execution on the passes, a little more tape to tape. The fumbling of the puck was a lot there in the first 40 minutes. They've got to be firm on the puck, make good passes like we saw in New Jersey to crawl back in this game.
Let's get to the second period highlights. We'll see that goal again on the power play off the rush for Dylan Strome.
Yeah, this is really good. Notice Dylan gets open ice, throws it wide, and then goes behind the defenseman. And Juracek did not pick him up. He was worried about the pass, didn't take the man or the pass. Great pass by Crystal. Utia puts it top corner here. What a shot. But notice where he shoots, Joe. Right through the legs of Ethan Bear. Then it's a body blow and in. No chance for Charlie.
He timed that up very nicely. Utia on the board. Blue Jackets 2 better than the Caps after 2. These are the numbers through 40.
The power plays came to life a little bit. Columbus 1 of 2, the Caps 1 of 1. Faceoffs favor the Caps by 1. Columbus out hitting the Caps. And scoring chances, the Caps are 1 better.
As we continue this intermission, the Caps are definitely hoping that Andrew Mangiapane will deliver with his quickness. Mangiapane having exchanged one red jersey for his new Capitals colors. Mangiapane going to eat well in Washington for sure. When we're back, we'll share his interview with Alexa Landistor.
Let's go! Imagine if the most exciting, unthinkable, iconic NHL moments could be yours. Well, now they can, because NHL Breakaway lets you collect highlights from your favorite players and teams. Collect a moment, relive a memory, and trade history with these officially licensed digital collectibles. Make history yours with NHL Breakaway.
Nissan is offering 6 2024 models starting under $30K, like the Sentra, the Rogue, and the Leaf. All with available Safety Shield 360. Visit your local Nissan dealer today.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Look, I got the new iPhone 16 Pro at Verizon. Apple Intelligence is pretty awesome.
Nice.
You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
At Verizon, new and existing customers can get iPhone 16 Pro on us when you trade in any phone in any condition. Only on Verizon.
Look at this silly little sailboat. These men of means with their silver spoons eating up the financial favors of the 1%. What would become of them when they discover Robinhood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash, unlimited deposit bonuses, and handsome retirement matching? They would descend into chaos. Merciless chaos.
Nissan is offering 6 2024 models starting under $30K, like the Sentra, the Rogue, and the Leaf. All with available Safety Shield 360. Visit your local Nissan dealer today.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
The symptoms started around 2011, going through different doctors, a lot of misdiagnosis.
I struggle with tremors, double vision, brain fog, and chronic pain.
I picture myself being in this place and everything being out of reach. The MS is getting worse, and I'm still just stuck in this little body.
Primary progressive MS. It's comparable to a house where things aren't working as they should. It's not something you can sleep off. You wake up, it's still there.
When you hear about a cure, it brings that hope back.
It would mean to my kids that they get their mom back.
And people would be saying, hey, remember MS? You don't know what that is.
If no one would have to ever experience this, it would just change the world.
Wilson fires, score!
It makes you feel like you're part of the Caps family. It makes you feel special.
Let's go, Caps!
The boys are awesome. I love cheering for them.
Snapshot of the way, score!
I really like
to get to know the players.
What's up, dude?
The players care about the fans, and that's what it's about.
Why wouldn't you be a season ticket member? Look at all the cool things you got to do.
All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the National Hockey League is prohibited. Monumental Sports Network coverage of Capitals hockey is presented by Toyota. It's game on at Toyota with a great selection of in-stock vehicles to pick from. Shop buyattoyota.com. Fly Iron Bow. Visit them at ironbow.com. And by MGM National Harbor. Monumental happens here at MGM National Harbor. Plenty of red lights in this preseason game so far tonight. It was a 2-2 score after one. Columbus outscoring the Caps 3-1 in the second. They take a 5-3 lead to the third when we resume play. Folks, the Caps have a bunch of new players in key roles this season. Here now, Alexa Landestoy chats with one of them, Andrew Mangiapane.
Well, another new face. I know Capitals fans are so excited to get to know Andrew Mangiapane. Andrew, welcome to DC.
Thank you. Good to be here. Excited, first day of training camp, and just excited to be here. Kind of getting to know everybody, and just happy in general.
Well, I love it. Getting to know everybody. I saw you down there on the ice working with the grade 8 Alex Ovechkin. We always ask any of the new guys coming in, what is it like working with him? What are you most looking forward to picking his brain?
It's definitely exciting, right? Obviously, he's an all-time great, so I mean, I'm just trying to look and see what he does and try to, improve my game, right? Obviously, he's good at scoring goals. You give him the puck in the O zone, and he's on and off his stick. So I'm just trying to look and see what he does and try to pick up some tips here and there.
I love it. Well, coming to a new place, to the Washington Capitals, what do you hope to bring to the squad this season?
I think I'm obviously a smaller player, but I think I'm a tenacious, hardworking player that can get in the dirty zones, and I have a good, finishing touch. So. I'm just, trying to, just play my game here and not try to do too much. Just, again, like I just said, play my game and just kind of focus on me, and I think good things will happen for me.
I love it. Well, we're celebrating 50 years of Capitals hockey. You've been to Capital One on a visiting team, away team.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to be like on opening night with all the fans cheering your name? What do you think it's going to be like?
Oh, it's definitely going to be exciting. It's going to be a memory I'll probably never forget, right? So I'm just excited, and I can't wait for, the first game to start.
All right, I know we're just at the beginning of training camp. I'm sure just getting settled, but you and the family getting settled to D.C. Are you liking the area so far? Getting some pointers from some of the guys about the area?
Okay. Very nice, very nice. Everywhere I've been to, I've really kind of enjoyed it. The restaurants have been great.
Good.
People have been awesome. So I'm excited just to keep on, getting to know the city.
I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Andrew, thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Can't miss the bursts of speed from Andrew Mangiapane. He and his mates trying to chase down the Blue Jackets in the third in this preseason game right after these words.
If it weren't a drink from McDonald's, you wouldn't try this hard.
Enjoy every sip for less. Get any size iced coffee, including caramel and French vanilla, for just 99 cents. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Every business is special to its owners, clients, and community. But your business is specialized, so at Sandy Spring Bank, you have a banker and team devoted to you. We know the ins and outs of the many industries here in the DMV. We'll customize your solutions, whether it's financing and acquisition, commercial mortgage, or equipment. Because ultimately, business banking is personal. What's your next financial destination? Sandy Spring Bank.
This is Sam. He works at Leidos. Sam is an exceptionally smart guy.
Thanks.
But sometimes smart isn't smart enough. So he rings Sam in Hypersonics to ask her about propulsion ratios, who then sends a note to Sam in AI, who turned that good idea into a great idea. Because no matter how smart any Sam is, they can never be as smart as all the Sams. Which is why when you put lots of talented people together, you make smart smarter. Leidos.
The leaves are falling and so are the prices during the Fall into Savings sales event at Oarsman Kia of Alexandria, where you'll be raking in big savings on Kia's best sellers. For the first time ever, get up to $1,500 Kia Finance cashback on 2024 Kia Telluride, and you'll receive Oarsman's exclusive Lifetime Edge with up to $1,500 in unexpected extras. Rake in the savings during the Fall into Savings sales event at Oarsman Kia of Alexandria. Oarsman Kia of Alexandria. Let's ride together.
Hear that sizzle? That's not just the sound of McDonald's sausage about to make someone's day. It's also your delicious wake-up call.
It's one sizzling deal. Get 2 sausage McGriddles, sausage biscuits, or sausage burritos for just $3.33.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Let's let Sam know about something even more urgent than his morning coffee. Hey, Sam! Did you know it's kitten season? Right now, thousands of kittens are in shelters across the nation, and they're in need of love and care. When there are too many kittens in shelters, they aren't able to receive the individual attention they so desperately need. That's where you come in. By fostering a kitten, you can provide the care they need until they're ready to be adopted. If you foster a kitten, even for a week, you'll be giving them a chance to grow up and find families of their very own. What's in it for you? A kitten will fill your home with joy, your movie night with lots of cuddles, and they'll even help your social posts look way cuter too. And if you foster a kitten, you'll be provided with everything you need to care for your furry friend. You just provide the love. Save some tiny lives. Adopt or foster a kitten today. To learn more about how you can make a life-saving difference, visit bestfriends.org/kittens.
Wilson fires, score!
It makes you feel like you're part of the Caps family. It makes you feel special.
Let's go, Cats!
The boys are awesome. Love cheering for them.
Snapshot of the way, score!
I really like to get to know the players.
What's up, dude?
The players care about the fans, and that's what it's about.
Why wouldn't you be a season ticket member? Look at all the cool things you gotta do.
Monumental Sports Network coverage of Capitals hockey is presented by Mercedes-Benz of Arlington, your home for electric vehicles. By CIS Secure. Innovate, integrate, customize, and protect with CIS Secure. And by MedStar Health, trusted medical team of the Washington Capitals. Just about as quickly as the different shots in that video go by, we are racing through the month of September. The Caps and the Blue Jackets will end the month inside of Nationwide Arena on Monday. Pavel Chayan has come off of the bench for Dean Evison to play the third period. Daniil Tarasov's night is through. 3 goals surrendered on 17 shots. Charlie Lindgren was expected to go all the way for Washington tonight. He's in cage to start this third period. 5 goals have been put behind him by the visiting Blue Jackets. The preseason action on Monumental Sports Network. Joe Beninati, Craig Laughlin, Al Koken, your announced team. All the men and women in our technical crew shouting out happy birthday wishes to Bill Bell, Vice President and Executive Producer of live events on Monumental.
Here, here. Another birthday for Billy.
21 again.
I said happy 65th today. He said, no,
of course you did. Of course you did. You lead the league in advancing everyone's actual age.
I do.
And you age so many around you. Figure it out. Both teams changing personnel early on in the third, 1 minute deep. Just tuning in with us, this Columbus team was delayed getting out of Ohio. Travel issues, problems with the plane, there were weather issues. Columbus didn't get to town till 7:15. This was a 7 p.m. start. We didn't go till 8:39 locally. That's why we are pushing towards 10:30 and just beginning the third period in this one. Oh, by the way, the Blue Jackets have to get home and host a team tomorrow, a split squad of Sabres. Fantilli has been one of the driving forces in the offense for Columbus. A couple of goals for the very talented youngster.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, plays a ton, and has had the puck close to a minute, the most among forwards between these two clubs. He's had the puck a lot because he's skating, he's involved. He's a very talented young player.
McCown stopping and starting. Ethan Bear was there defensively for Washington. Sonny Milano back on the job in front. Ooh, this is snapped high. A good chance that developed quickly for the tough guy, Olivier. Rabinski to the corner boards. Point position. The wrister from long range, Corson Kuhlmans, didn't get to the net.
Named after Shane Corson, his first name. His dad actually met Shane Corson, supposedly, possibly at an drinking establishment.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Shocker.
And got home and said to his wife at the time, if we have a boy, I'm going to name him Corson.
Corson Kuhlmans.
Yes.
Ethan Bear, much easier to say. Milano able to clear. Corson Kuhlmans. You look at it and you want to say Carson all the time.
Yes.
No, Corson.
Because there's a Carson Kuhlman, right?
Of course. There is, yes. Snapshot to the goal for Iorio that's deflected. Scarbosa's nice pass, and Chayon kneels to make the denial.
Chayon hasn't played a whole lot. He's played in the East Coast Hockey League, a little bit in the American League. Comes in here in the third. Makes a little stop right there. Not much mustard on that shot. Levied towards their goaltender.
Pavel Chayon, 21 years of age. Played with the Czechia World Junior team in 2022. So he's listed at 6'2". He doesn't look nearly as tall as Daniil Tarasov at 6'5". As the officials are at the timekeepers table, referees tonight, Frederick Lecuyer and Liam Moskant.
And Ovi coming over to the Zamboni corner. See a little bit of problem in the corner, maybe along the wall or the glass. So come around and try to fix it up.
So just shy of the 3-minute mark in the third. A delay.
This will be the game that never ends
for operations. Well, you know, Locker.
By the way, close to bedtime.
You tend to arrive a little bit later than I to home games. It's been a long day for everyone, trust me. And it continues after this commercial break with the Caps trailing by 2.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 Denali models. That's over $6,400 in average finance savings. We are professional grade GMC.
I've been a Crop Metcalf customer for many years now, and you could trust me when I say you want Crop Metcalf working on your home. For heating and air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, pest control, and home performance, their team of 5-star technicians are professional, experienced, and for me, most of all, they're friendly. They're good people. They still believe in great customer service, and that's refreshing.
Crop Metcalf is the one with 5 stars.
When you truly show up ready, there's no need to show off. The BMW X3 and X5 are defined by world-class design and engineering. Take on the energizing utility of the adventurous BMW X3 or balance luxury and versatility with the dynamic X5. Excellence runs in the family, but that's what you'd expect from the ultimate driving machine. Take advantage of financing as low as 2.99% until September 30th.
Locker preseason hockey is a time when youngsters make names for themselves.
Yeah, when talking to Al Coker, he said comfortable and confident. And you get that the several times you play games. Crystal among forwards right up there with having puck the most here in this hockey game. He's had the puck close to 40 seconds. That means he's around it, he's holding on to it, he's trying to make plays, trying to stay in the hunt for a roster position.
Live action continues. Alexiev's long wrister. Chayon gets the blocker on that. We've just crossed the 3-minute mark of the third. Washington trailing by 2 on home ice. Capitals playing a total of 6 preseason games this fall. The next one is Monday against these Blue Jackets. And then one more here against Boston on the 5th of October. And then they'll wait for the 50th anniversary season to begin against the Devils on October 12th. Alexiev long range, that hits traffic in front. Fix-Wolansky plays it along and back through for Cameron Butler.
Oh.
He's clobbered by Alexiev.
That's a great job by Alexiev stepping up on him.
Cameron Butler asking Alexiev if he wanted to dance there. Play continues on.
6'4", about 220 is that big fella, Cameron Butler.
John Carlson gets stacked up at the attacking line. Cole Clayton will reverse. Clayton brings it along for the Blue Jackets. Columbus finished 8th in the Metro last year, 27 wins, 66 points. Washington placing 4th in the Metro with 91, squeezing into playoff position very late in the campaign.
Columbus was out of it early because they only won 8 of the first 25 games overall, and that just put them behind the 8 ball.
John Carlson leans into a blast and hit Mangiapane, who was setting a screen. Strome teeing it up for Ovechkin. Alex's pass is going to force Chychrun back to center. Jacob Chychrun with Strome on the clear in.
More ice than anybody here for the Capitals. Chychrun, after 40 minutes, had played over 15, about a minute and a half more than John Carlson.
Dean Evason making a line change on the go. Evason, the head coach here in Columbus, would have been a Capitals assistant from 2005 through 12. Crystal 2-on-1. Just had that one roll wide as Cheyenne went to the splits.
I wasn't sure if he was thinking pass or thinking shot because it went right under the goalie. Looked like he might have thought pass and then elected to shoot and didn't get a shot on net.
So Dean Evason would have been an assistant to Glenn Hanlon, Bruce Boudreau, and a little bit of Dale Hunter, right?
Yep.
Long range, Cheyenne fights that away with a blocking glove. Dean Evason starting his assistant coaching career with the Caps the same season Alex Ovechkin broke into the Bigs 20 seasons ago. On the outlet, turnover. Crystal's been around the puck. He gets flattened there in open ice. 3-on-3 developing. Malatesta for Fantilli, denied by Lindgren.
Fantilli looking for the hat trick, and he had daylight there. A three-way passing play just about cost the Caps.
Rabinski twisting around Ethan Frank on that pass. Fantilli going the other way. Jack Johnson gets up into the flow, wrapped up with Alexiev. Just past the 6-minute mark of the third. Still 5-3 for Columbus. Washington and Columbus meet 4 times this season. Blocker, there's an old-fashioned home-and-home between these two. We'll have to wait a while to see it. It's in the second week of April.
I like that, though. I don't mind that.
Rabinski securing things in the defensive zone, giving support to Iorio. On around for Sonny Milano, throttled there by Olivier. Caps will settle. Iorio working through center. Crisscross with Milano. That aerial's fenced out of the air there by Pierre-Eric Dubé.
Good hands there by Dubé, knocking that puck down to at least give himself a chance.
Chychrun whirling at center. Carlson on the entry, getting to the outside on Putia. Not a lot of room there for John. Cole Clayton forced back by Scarbosa. Capitals centers tonight. Strome, McMichael, Rabinski, and Scarbosa. As Mangiapane goes to the outside. Front door relay to Mangiapane's a bit too strong. Chychrun put it out wide. Carlson fires. That's blocked. On the move. Counter punching on the send in there. Cameron Butler. Chychrun has it. Fancy work back behind the goal. Elusively away from Curtis Hall.
And he's so strong, too. He can take a little bump and still control the puck behind the net.
Icing here against Washington.
Caps just not putting passes and sequences together here in this hockey game. Columbus has really passed well against the Caps heading into this third period.
10 games total, preseason-wise, this Friday around the NHL. One of those catching. Carolina all over Florida by the final of 8-2. A snapshot that's blocked on the way, sent there by Gambrell. This one's pumped high off the back dasher. They'll go through the weave. Sillinger forced to neutral by John Carlson past the 8-minute mark. Voronkov, as Locker would say, a big rig. He was hooked on his way in there. Power play coming for Columbus.
Yep, Chikrin's going to head off. He got the stick and hooked him as he tried to make a play. Voronkov, 6'4", got a good reach on him. Here's the call.
Washington, number 6, 2-minute minor penalty for hooking.
You know, at that point of the shift, he's out there for just about a minute and 30, couldn't get off. Now you're sort of fatigued. Now you're trying to play one-on-one. Once he got that inside, you could see the stick spin him around a little bit. Chikrin will head off here in the third.
Penalty killers for Washington gathering around while number 6 has a seat in the box. Bear is out there for Washington. McMichael too. Rubinski getting an assignment from Spencer Carberry here, as well as Alex Alexia. Sillinger to take the draw against McMichael. Connor wins it cleanly. As the puck is stolen in the corner there by Voronkov. Alexiev getting low on Sillinger, who lost a glove in the process there. 5-on-4 for Columbus, looking to pad their lead in this third period. This will get through Fantilli and back to center. Third man advantage for the Blue Jackets. Sillinger roaming through center. Finessed his way to the high slot area, then lost it to Mangiapane. Mangiapane a couple of times has appeared dangerous shorthanded in this game tonight. Hustling back after Harris, who will leave it in his wake to Voronkov. That pass was not a good one. Lieberman says thanks and he'll clear.
No, high risk, not a whole lot of reward on that pass from Voronkov. The Caps will take it.
Fantilli angles through center. Crisscross. McCowan fires. That's answered by Iorio. Point position, keep it hot. Brindley fakes that slap pass through the seam. Putia plays it around. 19-year-old Brindley right here working towards the top. Snapshot that sizzled wide. And the rebound will force Columbus back to center.
Brindley comes from Florida, much like the guy we saw the other night, Seamus Casey. They are best of buddies. They grew up together. His dad, actually, Brindley's dad, played for Jason Fitzsimmons and Jared Bednar down in South Carolina. He was a longtime minor league pro.
Lists Fort Myers as his home in Florida. Lindgren with a good glove stop there on Putia. As the Caps clear, Chikrin's out of the box in 3 seconds. More than halfway through this scoreless third period. 5-3 for the Blue Jackets. Jiricek not going to get in the zone cleanly. Alexiev will tee it up for Bear. On target to Mangiapane. Strome down the alley, no running room for him. Strome, Mangiapane, and Ovechkin remain together. This is Alex Ovechkin hooking off. Ovechkin to the front. Had that one blocked, and Trey Fix-Polanski will clear.
That was only his option that he had available there. It was a good net drive once again by Dillon, but he was tied up by their defender.
Ovechkin, who didn't have a shot on goal in New Jersey Wednesday, cashed in on his initial shot tonight. Ovechkin on the board with Vrana and Strome in this one for DC. Malatesta ripped off from the blind side. Ethan Frank sends in Ovechkin. Ovechkin one-hands it. He was poke-checked by Chayon.
That was a good poke check. Right time. Delivered there by Chayon. Getting in net here in the third period.
Bear will leave it on the dasher. Strome feeds it on through. Bear below goal line extended. Frank helping out. Strome covering up at the point. Bear has room, had a wrister block. The ricochet to the front door. Ovechkin calming things down. Alex late in his shift. Hard hit there. Freight train was Rubinski on his way to the goal. Bounces right back up though. Feeds for Chikrin. Caps with a good possession shift here. Bear uncorks one wide. Rebound stuffed. Chikrin scores. Jacob Chikrin makes it a one-goal game.
Excellent forecheck by the Washington Capitals, and their passing game came to life here. And the fans here in the building cheering them up. Chychrun sneaks down low and somehow fidgets that puck in short side, sneaking into the right of the goaltender. Here's a look at it. Check out the right side. He adds to the offense. He picks it up behind the net and stuffs it in off the goaltender before the goaltender could recover to that post and seal it. And he puts her home. The Caps are within one.
Bench reaction for the Capitals. 26-year-old Jacob Chychrun, a season ago potted 14 with Ottawa. Brought to town from the Senators in that deal involving Nick Jensen and a draft pick. Icing here against the Caps. 8 minutes and 11 seconds left for them to race down the visiting Blue Jackets tonight.
We're going to see a lot of activation by Chychrun and Carlson and the rest of the D. His dad, a longtime NHLer, started off with the Flyers. I played against his dad. He was one tough customer.
Son of Jeff.
Yep.
Long-range whistler there, deflected. Canasco sent it towards Charlie Lindgren. A season ago, Chychrun had a career high in assists with the Ottawa Senators. Alexiev around the dasher, less than 8 to play in regulation. There will be, mercifully, no preseason shootout practice at the end of this one.
Unless it's tied.
Well, unless you really need it, right?
Right.
They'll go through the sudden victory overtime 3-on-3
I can see that happening.
On this kind of a night. Almost 11 o'clock. We're in the third period. This game originally slated for a 7 p.m. start. Didn't go off until 8:39 Eastern. The Blue Jackets, with travel issues getting out of Columbus today, didn't arrive at the building till like 7:15. Their gear didn't get here till after 7:30. Back through center, Fantilli. He hasn't been bothered by it. Fantilli cross ice. Not enough pace on that pass. Bear on the intercept. 3-on-3 through center. Leaving it. Cross ice. Lieberman fires, and Chayon found that in his lap.
Passing much better recently here in the third period.
Crystal with a good look for the trailing defender. Lieberman testing Chayon, and we remain in a 5-4 game after Chychrun's goal most recently.
To build the Honda CR-V Hybrid, we took everything you love about the CR-V and kicked it up a notch with greater power for a CR-V unlike any before. Adventure confidently with Honda, car and driver's most awarded brand in 10 best history. The CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles. Visit your local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily. Buy online or reserve from select Honda dealers.
DC residents and business owners, DISB is dedicated to empowering, protecting, and educating you on financial opportunities by providing inclusive services and comprehensive resources. To learn more, visit disb.dc.gov today. Hurricane and rainy season are coming, and that means flooding in our area. Get covered. Get flood insurance to protect your home and your business. To learn more about flood insurance, go to disb.dc.gov/flood.
When you look through the right lens, you'll see the extraordinary. A vacant lot transforming into a local collective garden. Go-getters of today growing into industry leaders of tomorrow. A family business building lasting legacy. The only thing you don't see is ordinary. Burke and Herbert Bank sees the extraordinary in our customers. Their vision inspires us, and together, we strive to make the extraordinary happen.
Well, the Caps have drawn back within one. Scott, from the late start to all the breakaways, it's been kind of an odd game. What are you coaches taking away from this?
You know what? One of the biggest things is evaluating some individuals. Another thing is getting guys comfortable, like Jacob Chychrun playing with Johnny Carlson. That shouldn't be big for us this year. You know, we get a chance to get some guys in some special teams type of situation. Not a ton, obviously, in the last couple of games, but every little bit counts. And just like we're seeing right now, like we're down by 2 going into the third period, we want to see who's going to battle back. We want to see who's got some fight in their game and hopefully come back and win this game.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Al, as always, we appreciate the cooperation of the Capitals assistant coaches Kurt Muller, Mitch Love, Scott Allen in succession with you tonight.
Yep, loading up the line here with a face-off in the offensive zone. The big trio out there with Chychrun and Carlson to try to tie this game up.
Mangiapane, Ovechkin, and Strome, that trio. This is deflected over the head of Chayan and out of play for another whistle.
Good stick there by the forward coming out of John Carlson. Ovi on the board here tonight. Nice looking wrist to the top corner. John Carlson steady as she goes. The way he plays, I mentioned to someone, he could play to 45. He's just so smart. He does it right every single game, and he's a guy that has great longevity for the Caps here.
34-year-old, 16-year pro John Carlson. Strome digging in. Ovechkin had that one blocked. Around the dasher, McCown and Putia digging in for visiting Columbus. Blue Jackets will begin the regular season on the road. In fact, they open up at Minnesota and at Colorado. Off this turnover, Ovechkin on the steal. Alex feeds the goal mouth. Follow-up chance. Chayan was at the ready as the Jackets are under siege now, having seen their 2-goal lead trimmed to 1 with still plenty of time left in regulation.
That's going to be interesting. Minnesota, huh?
Oh, yeah, right away for Dean Evason.
Exactly.
Through center, this Capitals bunch, which began training camp with 70 players on the roster, included among them Eric Smateko, who was signed to a 3-year entry deal today. We saw Mateko locker in the preseason game here against Philadelphia.
Big body. I liked him. And kudos to him working in that contract, working for a contract, that 3-year one. Good for him.
5:40 left. Regulation time. Alexiev legging after this one against Dylan Gambrell. Alexiev beautifully timed. Vrana with speed. Vrana caught from behind. Chayan makes the cover up, but the defensive play was all David Jiricek. We step out. 5:29 left in the third. Vrana denied. Caps trailing by 1 on home ice.
The Toyota RAV4 Legacy is earned as the best-selling SUV in America. Designed with the capabilities and comfort to tame the trail or road. Right now, get a RAV4 with low 3.99% APR. Toyota, let's go places.
Larry Hogan's word on abortion, here it is.
I don't, on abortion, I'm always been personally opposed to abortion.
Larry Hogan is opposed to abortion. When Maryland passed protections for abortion, Hogan withheld the funding.
So I was against it and I vetoed the bill.
And Larry Hogan believes politicians can restrict a woman's abortion rights.
You know, I happen to be personally opposed to abortion.
We can't trust Larry Hogan on abortion. Women Vote is responsible for the content of this ad.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor. And the potential to take you anywhere.
Get 0% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups when you finance with GM Financial. Or qualified lessees can get this 2024 Silverado for around $449 a month.
Getting late in regulation, and Hyundai gives us a chance to review the night for Alex Ovechkin.
Yep, here's the wrister coming in here, just cruising around, gets the puck. That's a quick release, as quick as you can possibly make it. He's played close to 13 minutes. He's had 4 shots on net, and he's traveled close to 2 miles. He's done a little bit of everything here tonight.
At Hyundai, the longer you look, the more there is to like. Visit your Hyundai dealer today. Grade 8 on the board to start the scoring. It was 2-2 after 20. Columbus put 3 past Charlie Lindgren in the second to take the 5-3 advantage. Washington getting 1 back here in the third. Chychrun made it 5-4, and that's where we stand with just about 5 minutes to play. Crystal has a 2-on-1 developing. He's been dangerous almost every shift.
You are right on the button there, buddy. He's been really, really good. I thought the early part of the first period, I just think he found his game. The puck was coming to him. He was making plays, and that to me is a carryover for a player as young as he is.
High-scoring junior player was upset with himself. Andrews slammed the butt end of his stick against his shin pads, angry that he didn't convert that last chance. Lieberman to the outside with Strome. Strome pinched to the boards by Malatesta. Malatesta, headache, Mangiapane, bread eater. All of my favorite Italian names in this game tonight. Ovechkin, which I think means sheep.
It does.
In Russian.
Yes, it does.
Something combined with sheep. Frank slams on the brake. Strome over skates. Fantilli, don't ask me what it means. 3-on-2 for the Blue Jackets. Brindley to the outside. Wolverine to Wolverine. And Fantilli has the hat trick.
The bouncing puck somehow lands on Fantilli's stick. He's had that type of game here tonight. 3rd overall pick in 2023. Last year, season cut short. He was off to a great start. Definitely one of the fancy Dans, and it just works. It's a 3-on-2, but the bounce pass gets through right there, swatted out of mid-air, and it falls right onto his stick, and he puts it far side. Remember his first goal, sort of from the same spot, and he went blocker side. Here for the second time, off the piping in against Charlie Lindgren.
He has that deceptive release that great goal scorers possess. Racking up a 3-spot tonight in a 6-4 preseason game. Capitals finishing up a stretch of 4 preseason games in 6 days. Saturday and Sunday to get set to see the Blue Jackets again on Monday. Locker and I and Al will travel to Columbus for that one. We'll bring it your way on Monumental Sports Network.
And I think with a scheduled day off tomorrow, you could see a lot of transactions prior to this team leaving and heading out to Columbus.
Mikhail Putia dumps this one in. Low angle look at Olivier on the forecheck. Dubé sends it along back through center. A lead for Miroshnichenko that was snared. On the counterpunch, Hall turned away by Scarbosa. Dubé for Miroshnichenko. All the way with him was Cameron Butler. A little less than 3 to go. We'll see if Spencer Carberry will lift Charlie Lindgren with his team trailing by 2. Scarbosa had that one pop up high. Scarbosa still with 6 stitches on his upper lip. Snapshot, Lindgren will cover. And hear the whistle. And some fencing going on.
Butler getting in it with Alexiev. Remember, Alexiev was the one that dropped him on an open ice check, and Butler went after him, and Alexiev was on a line change, went to the bench. So now Butler trying to get back at him for dropping him just about at the blue line in a heavy check in the open ice.
Butler never drafted. Big penalty minute totals for him.
And here's the play down low behind the net. Alexiev and Butler get it going, but it all stems from an earlier play and the big hit we've got for you. Here it is, Alexiev on Butler, and down he goes, and he was none too pleased after that open ice hit. It was a dandy by Alexiev.
Well, he wanted to fight him then, and then he cut off his real estate back behind the cage and squared up. Those two exchanging jabs and cross checks.
How am I still remembering that at about 11 o'clock here tonight?
Because you're a top-notch analyst.
Thank you, buddy.
Did I say that?
Yes, you did. You must be tired.
Giving you props.
You're tired. That's what's wrong.
Giving you your flowers. Gosh, please stop saying that. Everybody says that. I'm just giving him his flowers. No. Ovechkin through center to clear in. And Lindgren does exit. So there's 6 attackers on for Washington in red. 2:10 left. Caps need 2 to force an overtime session. It's going to be whistled down. I do believe that's a hand pass.
You nailed it, and Ovi's not going to be too happy about it. Well, preseason's all about trying different situations, seeing what personnel you can put on. They're going to be down by a 2, I'm sure, during the course of the season. So you want to see the systems and the type of things they've talked about and addressed already to see if they can execute them here.
Charlie gets back off the bench, but stays some 20 feet on top of the crease. Caps get the draw. Lindgren races to the team bench. Sillinger failed to clear. McMichael fires. That was blocked. In good defensive position was Cole Clayton. 1:45 left in preseason action. Winding to a close on Monumental Sports Network. Sillinger, catching the corner there to seal the deal.
Yep, Sillinger and Fantilli have been very good here tonight against the Washington Capitals. Two young centermen, 1-2. You'd expect them to be lined up for Dean Everson this season. And he puts it into the empty net and a broken play in the neutral zone. Here's a look at it. Chychrun tries to chop it up. It goes right to Sillinger. Makes a nifty move there to just get it past the first guy, Chychrun. He steps up, but the puck gets by him, and it's 7-4 Columbus.
And how would you figure it, Locker? Because you just know the Blue Jackets were sitting on a plane all day, couldn't get out of Columbus. This game didn't start till 8:39. Didn't seem to bother them.
No, surprisingly.
Bear unloads, stopped by Chayan, who finishes up matters for Daniil Tarasov, who played the first two periods tonight. 70 seconds left. These two will re-engage on Monday at Nationwide Arena. Locker will do his best to avoid the cannon. He and Ken Sabrin will try to stuff me into the cannon.
Yes, it's about time we did that again.
Yes, they've done that before, or at least tried to. With 50 seconds to go. Icing call coming up against the Blue Jackets.
We'll have an early morning after that game too, buddy.
Yeah, hey, wait a minute. You managed to get me to agree to come back on a flight with you at 6A the next day.
Yeah, I changed it to 12:30. No, buddy, I'm going with you.
Okay,
yes.
I would imagine that you would do that and just laugh your tail off. Too bad you got to get up at 4. Oh,
we'll be out till 4, buddy.
Oh, heavens. Miroshnichenko carving ahead. Losing one defender, gets tripped up. Late power play for Washington to close regulation time.
Yeah, now you might go with 6 again and pull the goalie. And Charlie seems to be heading over to the bench. Not a surprise. Face off inside the zone to try to get another goal on the board.
Trip is the call, and after all, Locker, this is all about practice time, right?
Absolutely. Here's the trip. A little shake and bake at the blue line. Stick on the left skate. Takes down Miroshnichenko.
Cameron Butler has a seat. 35.4 to go with the...
At 11 o'clock, they turn off the mic, too.
Really?
They turned off the ref.
I was wondering if they're going to turn off the lights. Caps get the draw. Working on the power play. Centering pass intended for McMichael. The power play that's 6-on-4. This one's dribbling to the empty net. You know what? Right in the heart of it.
Yep, ricocheted off John Carlson. I think if it doesn't hit John, it's probably going wide. Hits John and finds its way into the back of the twine. It's been that type of night here in Washington for the Caps. The Columbus Blue Jackets have doubled up the Caps in score, and a little smile on the face on an empty netter for their defenseman.
Carolina had 8 against Florida earlier today. The Islanders beat the Devils 5-1, 5 different goal scorers for the Isles.
There's
and then this
shot.
one is right in the heart of the cage.
Yeah, I really believe it was going outside that far post, but then it hit John and found its way right into the middle of the net.
Capitals still one man to the good on the power play. For the balance of time, 15 seconds left. Alexiev chasing it down. 6 seconds to go. Mark it down. Not very many games played locally in DC end after 11, but that's what's going on now as Chayan makes the final stop. Columbus betters Washington by the final of 8-4.
Yep, they passed the puck effectively. They had several breakaways against Charlie, especially in the first half of this hockey game. Brown on one of the bright spots. He scored for the Caps, but they fall 8-4.
Folks, be sure to join us. The rematch comes Monday night on Monumental Sports Network from Nationwide. Tonight, the Blue Jackets too much for the Caps by the final of 8-4. For Locker, for Al, for all the men and women in our crew, Joe Beninati, thanks for your time.